Third time's the charm, right, chat? It takes 3 tries to get this going. Oh my fucking god. Hi, everybody. What kind of night is this? NPC. Oh. See this, I guess. There you go. It works. That works. Do you know about the secret entrance into the slave area?
Oh.
So you don't have to go up there. Alright, well, you're about to find out, because we're not climbing up there to go fucking open the doors. Unless you want to. I mean, you can climb up there and open the door if you want to.
I'm alright, I'm not as spry as I used to be.
No. Alright.
That's fine. Yeah.
What?
Nothing, just Norseman. Interesting.
Ignore that one. Pain in the ass.
Oh?
Yes. What?
I was just telling them about the strength training that was going to happen.
So you were aware. Where did you find out from?
Heard about it. Rumors, saw a bunch of the new slaves, and heard about the new taskmaster.
Yes.
Word was everywhere in the camp amongst the older slaves.
Huh. Well, the older slaves I don't give a fuck about. It's the new recruits that we have to deal with. With the wolf dead, we'll be in need of some assistance. And these are unsightly. They need to be whipped into shape. Which is where this gentleman comes in. This is Taskmaster Cordova. You will address him as such. He is He is who you answer to. After me. He will see that you are trained, you are whipped into shape, and you are not an embarrassment to me or my name. Do you understand?
Yes, lady.
And while you are here, under my servitude, you have a secondary goal. You watch his back. If anything ever happens to him in this camp, while you are with him, in those pits, it will be your head. Do you hear me? Good. Taskmaster, I do believe you have business or work for these unsightly whelps. Yes?
Oh, yes. Looking at these, well, things now, I would say I have a lot of work to do.
That is true.
Yes, much work.
Dredge, see that you train with them. Can't hurt to see a professional. Hmm? Am I understood?
Yes.
Good. You see, they don't embarrass me either. I have work to attend to.
Well, I'm sure we will be seeing a lot of each other.
Okay, power outage done and handled. Now we have problem number 2 that I need to go address. Which is, we're gonna do some business for Kyler. Okay. 2 quick swaps, chat. This, I need a, avatars. I need a human model. Okay, number 2. Actually, I probably should wait. Let me look at episode planning really quick. This. 1 second. 1 second, Chatteroony. Now that that's done and we're getting them all set up. Return missive and then I don't know if he wants me to wait for Wynn to do his thing as a mem. Let me see what Wynn's doing. Players.
Hey, Kimchi, can I ask you a question?
Whoever that was dropped down.
Helmets, cook, and
Now, the helmet was supposed to have a little addition from Orlena, but I haven't been able to find her in a couple days to do what she wanted.
Okay, I will wait to do that then. Let's see where Harry is.
So either leads to the butcher or to the tavern, so forth. And
Look at him in his little pirate outfit. Is he not here? Oh my god. Tell me he's in the grove. Oh my god, is he in the grove? King Scourge, King Scourge, King Scourge. Is he not here today? Hold. Oh, he's not here today. Oh no, he's right there. Why is he not on the map? King Scourge. Cregan. Apex. Normal Nick. Okay, so he's just not here yet. I'm gonna experiment.
This is the main force that will lead you to it.
Okay. Let me go to wind. Sorry, Chad. I'm just trying to figure out my order here. Order of operations, if you know what I'm saying. Wind just sitting in his fucking shop. Nerd.
Huh? What do you want?
What time are you going to go do your MM thing?
Eventually? I don't know if Kyler's walking out and about right now yet, or at least not yet at the very least.
He's literally out and...
Why?
Because I have to wait for you to do my part.
Fucking fine.
You're just sitting in here on your ass looking at a fake book!
I'm actually reading something, actually, on my fucking thing.
Oh my god.
You think I actually just sit here and fucking
Yes.
do nothing?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's my roleplay.
1,000 times yes!
Fuck all nothing. Go flip my sign and then flip you off.
Have a good session. This is 3rd time's the charm, chat. I'm down here now.
Yeah, I fucking... Who the fuck are you?
The courier! Because I was about to go... I was about to go do it, and then I was like, wait, there's an order of operations, fucker. And then get out of here. You don't live in here.
Yeah, I do. Everywhere is where I fucking live. I could literally have you all executed if I so fucking cared.
Ugly
Yeah,
bitch.
that's right. I could go
Ugly
fucking
bitch.
tyrant. What do you mean?
He doesn't even know I left. He's probably in there still arguing to himself. Wait.
We'll fucking find him. Wait, I need a guard. God damn it.
You be your guard. I just heard him.
If anyone's free and wants to be just a royal guard for mem, please.
Wind, I'll do
respond.
it. Shut up.
I'll do it. No, pick me, please.
I don't.
Please, please.
Oh my god.
Alright,
No, it's
it was
fine.
Such enthusiasm, I can't.
No,
I
you
can't
no.
do
Go
that.
ahead. Take no. Please, I don't want to. I don't want to spend more time with this bitch than I have to. You can go ahead and do it. I literally am forcing him to do this right now so I can get my part done. Go. No.
Okay. What's the model?
Guys, the royal guard model.
Yeah,
It should
yeah,
be Gradius,
yeah.
and then it should be.
Grumpy old
I think it goes
fucking
with- I think it's actually legit
noble
just
man.
royal guard.
And since you're not there anymore, I'm gonna go play L.
Oh, wow, God, that's never happened several times before.
I'm going out to.
My favorite letter of the alphabet.
Damn, me too.
J.
Oh,
Oh, you said L. Sorry.
You
fuck.
got time to be one of my. Oh God, not that one.
No, that's our Landy. That's our Landy. That's the Arlandy one. No.
Shitter, I have a cast to do, but I can.
Wrong season. Wrong season.
I'm not a shitter.
I mean,
Why is it
some
so
of them are still
huge?
here.
I don't know. 'Cause
Why
that
is it
was
so
my
fucking humongous?
Oh, because they are.
Season 1.
Because they are
That was
massive.
season 1.
Oh, I had no
Season 1
idea.
massive.
Get yourself a fucking spear.
I have a thing
Okay, now I'm gonna try to refix my tracking.
You're gonna commandeer me anyway.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
He does.
Okay, fine.
No, he doesn't.
Let him do their job, Wind. Don't let him boss you around. Talk shit back to him. Don't let him be like that.
You want to know something that's funny?
Don't even try.
I was in my menu. I can't tell who any of you is talking. You all sound the same to me.
Whoa.
Wow.
I'm insulted,
So
actually.
Does that mean you're mannish or am I girlish?
You're girlish.
Yeah, you would say that. Yeah.
Fucking eagle. Anything I need to know?
No. It'll be quick. I won't take much of your time. You
Just
need to
let
be
me know
by
when
my
you're
side
done.
And be a quiet guard, and since you're like, I don't know.
Yes,
Be
sir.
there.
Of course, sir.
Pretend that you want to
intention
be
is
there.
So that no one randomly decides to fucking mug my ass.
Oh my
I'm
god.
myself. That's kind of weird.
My mirror is such low quality.
Gotcha. All right, follow me.
Turn that shit back up. Beep. Yeah?
Hmm?
What's wrong?
Oh.
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 Oh. Oh. Oh.
Reiki?
My hip again.
Oh no.
It's been doing. My tracking's been all shit since I got on. So it's been like.
Since what?
Since as soon as I got into VR, it's been.
Do you have like something shiny in the room?
I have the lights all off.
Yeah, but even so, because the lighthouses have their own light. It's essentially like scanning. So if there's anything like shiny or reflective of any way that's like in the view of your lighthouses, it's gonna fuck them up.
This maybe. I doubt it's that though. Oh my god, was it that?
For me, I've had a water
It's
bottle do it
whiskey.
before. Yeah, I had a water bottle do it before.
It was a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, glass will do
This
it.
is bottle of whiskey that's just fucking me.
Mhm.
Alright. My
Yeah.
whiskey fucked me. And
Yeah.
not in a good way.
Yeah, glass will do it.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, trust me, I've dealt with enough issues like that. I had a little music box in the corner of my room on a shelf, and that was causing my tracking to fuck up one night. I was like, are you fucking kidding me
Oh,
right now?
really?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, Jesus.
took forever just like covering things with blankets to figure out what the hell caused the issue. Alright, well, maybe I just tailwind and see how long this convo takes him so I can get my convo done.
I wish you luck.
Oh, I need it.
I don't even know what's gonna happen with me, so we'll see what happens.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see what happens.
What the fuck?
I had the same thing. I talked with so mine. My first thought was.
My trial here with the Lord Marshal's men. The letter
But you're going to need to see someone, and you might want to do it quickly.
So you know where he is? He's walking by the apothecary, about to head in there with another player character. Alright. Let him do his thing.
Then that, hey, if they work here, we might be able to accommodate temporarily.
Alright, chat. That means I have a few minutes to do my thing. I guess I will go BL. Plus, I get to go see Arn. I don't get to see Arn often unless I'm being a little snitch. It was a couple episodes ago. So no more. Let's get some. I feel really short.
Oh, you're
Oh.
welcome.
I made a baker's sheet for the baker.
Stop the band.
Norman?
I tend to run everywhere.
The young lord isn't here.
Ish. It's miscellaneous of some sort. Probably.
For now, I'll go and get
Last I saw, I was heading to the
I'll come back.
Let me look at my book here real quick.
Thank you.
Dogs.
Very welcome.
Is the Lord Marshal still out?
Hmm.
Just went up to his study. He just went up to his study.
Miss. Don't want to bother him, but Miss Eve requires.
Well, was through to be a Earhart light
Okay.
guard. Please respawn.
As long as it's probably not a weapon,
You may have to
Sagana,
wait
I can
till
probably do
the young lord
it. If
comes
it's something precision, I can attempt it.
By any chance, do you know around when that would be? I do not. All I know is he left with the Capitano and the Lord Shahid. Okay. And if the Baron of Men's looking for him, I cannot give you him, sorry.
With some, like, freebie not looking at my trackers. I did a pretty good job. Oh boy, things are worse. Maybe the woods.
Maybe we can help them get there.
I will go to the soup kitchen if I have to.
It's been quite a while since I've worn night armor.
Go.
My horse is stabled in there at the outhouse.
Non-negotiable. Come on.
Am I allowed past?
Yeah.
It's up to him, not me.
I'm just gonna waste steel on nails. That'll be great.
Yeah, your horse is
I
in
don't
here.
see why not.
Which stable? That one or the other one?
That one.
Oh, that's that horse. That's yours. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I was wondering who that one was.
She is mine. Hey, Buttercup.
wondering how the stable's only got another horse. That explains it.
All right, girl. Very good. Good enough. All right, let's get going.
Yes, you wouldn't want them to steal. They are free housing in the area. I know we have.
Interesting. They've barricaded off the Earharts. Alright, quick trip out. Probably shouldn't go this way, actually. Come on, girl. Harry keeps giving me shit for not taking you out more. So here we are. Actually, I wonder... Did they take my note? Gone. So that asshole didn't respond. He knew I was looking for him and didn't respond. What good you are. Thanks. This is way too far over. There we go.
Bunchik. I have one, whenever you're ready.
Perfect. I just need a few minutes. So go ahead and do what you're ever going to do, but go to Brunswick module, please.
Oh!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello.
Well, I guess I'm late.
Hi.
Hi. I was just coming out to meet everyone. Fine?
We finished loading the 16 bags up.
Good. Alright then. Was Tang out there
So
last
how's the
night?
ride out? Yes, he was helping me finish installing the iron plugs that he made with me.
He left before us.
Yeah, I don't think I got to tell you, but Blaze inherently gave me a good idea.
Did
So,
he?
I looked at the damage that he caused when he destroyed the golem when he was coming after me.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed he used, of course, his lead bullets that he fired out of that pistol of his to destroy the growth of bark and vines off the chest of the golem, and then it looks like he reached in there, or either he punched it directly in the cavity and destroyed the crystal on contact, the gem.
Right.
So I took string measurements, and I had Tang take iron ingots with his contraption he has in the watermill.
Mm-hmm.
He made solid iron cylinders that we then installed into each one of the golems' chest to block off access to the gems, and then I regrew the roots and everything over it, so they'll be none the wiser that now they're protected by a solid slug of iron.
There's at least something in between him and the gems, which is good.
Yes. Yes, so he'll be able to, break off the bark and stuff like that, which will regrow in time as it regenerates, but he'll literally have to break them to be able to, cause them to stop.
Good thing.
It'll at least make them more durable. So I gotta hand it to him. He actually taught me something about their weakness.
Have you heard from him? Anything?
No, haven't heard anything from him. And Morin said that he will not talk to me until he finishes his conversation with Blaze before he'll make a decision. The only thing that I talked to Kyler about was I would offer him our financial backing and my boon that I have with the Baroness, my friendship with her, to help in his efforts of getting access to this hole, because it is still on Redod land. So they would still have control over it.
It's not a bad idea.
So I would offer, and then also I know where the other statues are. He does not, because it's within my dominion of the forest. The forest has already told me where they are. The crux of the situation is we don't want him involved at all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with sister's Lisa's advice, and we're just going to say, hey, we just want you to stand aside, don't be involved at all with our scuffle. And if that goes down south, Kyler said to go through with what I suggested, but we got two options that still makes us look bad. One, I could say, well, then I will get, I will talk to Professor Lockwood and get the Institute involved and show them where this hold will be, and then the Institute will lay claim for it where he will not get access to it. Or I can tell him that I will have the Force bash the statues into the pay dirt where you will never everybody find this hold. I don't want to do that, but
I hate
what
to.
else is there? I mean,
I hate to burst the bubble on one of your plans. the Institute would hire him in a heartbeat to go down there. They've been hiring mercenaries to go down underground in...
Oh, true. No, you're right.
They asked me if I'd want to go back down there, even Lockwood did. So, I mean, that plan wouldn't really work. And not to mention, we don't want to make an enemy of him. I mean, he's a mercenary. Can't we just throw money in his face?
I mean, I could try, but then what can... But Blaze might have endless gold on that ship that came with all those monsters.
Then offer him assistance. We don't want enemies.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I want to do first, but I mean, if there's no other option, freaking Arn even told me, kill him. I'm like, what?
You remember what I told you about Arn?
Yes, I know. And that's why I'm saying, like, that's why I was trying to tell Tang. I said, what Morin doesn't seem to understand is he said that, well, he just keeps giving this excuse. I'm only attacking your golems. I said, literally, you're killing me. If you attack my golems, you're going to hinder my defense on trying to save my grove and my home and myself. Thus, you're killing me.
And he becomes an enemy of ours.
Yeah, and see, that's where it becomes now. It's like either the olive branch doesn't sway him, otherwise then just let him attack and just hope for the best that we don't kill him and not try and persuade him with a threat. I mean, I'm not a threatening type of person. That's what I'm just trying to think of options of getting him to deter from getting involved. That's it.
It's fair.
No malice intent.
I think that's the best route to go.
What, first offer the olive branch about helping, coin, and such.
Yeah.
But if that doesn't work, what do I say? Just keep my mouth shut and just hope for the best that he survives when he attacks the grove?
Ask him what he wants.
Okay.
I mean, that's probably the simplest thing to do. We may not...
Can you be there when I talk to him then, please?
Sure, I can help.
I didn't do so well with him last time because I thought I was speaking with... I didn't understand the custom, and now I understand that he doesn't have any honor. He doesn't hold any tidings with the rest of his dowry. As a slayer, he's broken away from all that.
That's why I said we just need to ask him things. I don't know anything about him. Which is why I say, ask him what he wants.
I know what he wants. He wants that hold. His god spoke to him and said that you're to find this hold and go down into it and retrieve something.
Sure.
Well, that's so offering to help him, yes, but then wouldn't Blaze do the same thing? Oh, I can offer you my servants to go down there and clear out whatever bad things might be down there and help you retrieve whatever you need.
There's a lot more. I might be able to help with the hold thing, but I don't want to make any promises I can't keep yet. In regards, though, to asking him, we're presuming we know what he wants. Asking him what would make him not choose that option is the correct way to go, I think. We don't know anything about him.
He told me to wait until he finishes talking with Blaze, and then he'll make his decision on whether or not he wants to even have this conversation again.
Talk to Blaze.
Yes. He wants to get a gauge on who we are, the full story and everything, and I know Blaze...
How much does he know?
I don't know. I truly don't know.
Let me talk to him. Let me give it a shot. I mean, he told you he didn't want to talk to you about it. But the loophole is sending someone else, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, he said he would talk to me after he talked to Blaze, but if you want to interject, I mean, by all means, anything that will help him, just sit out of it. I don't want to kill him. I don't want to hurt him. I actually want to help him. I think helping him with this hole would be beneficial, not only to him, but probably to Tang and Seraph, wherever she may freaking be.
The little I know about him is he wants a fight. And the fact that the golems are strong, and if he finds out that they're stronger now, he's going to want to fight them more.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm not saying that. I ain't telling them what we did. That's a secret. That's a gotcha moment when they find out at the last minute.
I know. I'm just saying. He's always been reasonable with me. And even when we were out in the grove, we sat and talked for a little bit.
No. Like, he's been cordial with me. He talked to me really nice and everything. But I just don't get his understanding of, he's like, well, I'm just attacking your golems. I'm not attacking you. I'm just attacking golems. What's the logic in that?
Yeah. Well, the logic is he's a mercenary who's hired for a contract. He's saying he's not going to kill a person. He's killing a target. He doesn't see them as a living being.
Well, I know that. I mean, but in a sense, if you kill that, you're killing me because you're making me an even more vulnerable target to be killed.
I understand that, but he's looking at it in the sense of he isn't the thing responsible for harming you. Because technically he isn't.
No.
Pure technicality, though.
I just hate that Blaze is trying to get everybody involved. If you want to come at me with what you brought. Don't get everybody else involved in it. I don't know why he thinks that I want this fight, that I want to show him that I'm this secret monster he plays me out to be, and I'm not. Yes, I did wrong. What I did when the Guardian told me to shoot him away from the grove, that was wrong. I was 100% in the wrong for that.
Right.
And if he wanted to punch me into the dirt, that's fine. I can take that. But even Dario, talking to Dario, Leonard Osgood knew what we were doing. And the way it was explained to us was basically the artifact was like a cannon shooting into this portal that would destroy the other ones and make them inactive. We had no idea this green death would happen. We had no idea the ramifications.
I mean, we knew there'd be something, but...
Yeah, we didn't know what extent, you know. All we knew is that, oh, don't worry, it's just going to destroy... Yeah, we knew it was going to destroy the archway. Yes, it was going to kill people who were guarding it, but not the fucking extent that it was played out to be, because we were running on the assumption that Falgrith himself was the bigger threat of destroying everything versus, having a controlled, fuse, I guess you would say.
I mean, they did tell us Imperials would...
Well, I mean, Blaze himself killed hundreds of Imperials on the battlefield.
I know.
I mean, war is war. I don't like it. War solves nothing in my eyes. I'd rather talk it out. Work to a compromise.
I know. You're preaching to the choir.
I know. I just don't know how to reach him anymore.
You can't.
And I'm afraid. For inside.
Fine.
Anyways, I'll wait for you to be around if he comes around more.
Okay.
I guess they're exercising this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Anchor.
Morning.
Or the Anchor.
Morning, Kyler.
Morning, Kyler.
You guys look
Or
so goofy.
Lord Arthart.
You heading to your shop?
Heading to your place. To your place to, we got,
Right.
you know what?
The wool, yeah.
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 I'll meet you there. I'm gonna talk to you.
Okay.
Skulls.
I obey.
Morning, Marin.
Ah, good day.
Oh, that's a line.
It was like Lava Ginger Day yesterday.
Hold on.
Well, one, yeah, I'm replacing my horse back in her stable, and they're bringing in supplies.
Yes.
Lord
I've heard of
Arnhart's
these
behind,
reports.
was behind us, or he's coming this way.
Go on ahead.
He met us at the gate. I just need to store this in a normal shelf.
I'm sure if you would. Silver vein, maybe.
Iron sword would be 7 silver. A silver sword would be 10.
Okay.
Steel. Yeah. Silver on the mine.
Not like you,
Okay.
So much
the truth hurts,
shade.
and I want you to know that.
Huh? Who are you?
Sometimes the truth hurts, and I want you to know that.
I need to go help with the supplies.
Go ahead. Send you with them.
Yes.
They're like my besties. Can I come in too?
Alright. Let's unlock the door. Get it offloaded.
You can leave some for me to help with, you know.
Alright, I moved the blankets out of the way.
I see, they've barricaded everything. Interesting.
Yeah, the sick.
Sure.
Putting everything in the cellar.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a couple more.
Okay.
It's probably the closest bit of normalcy we've had in a little while.
Come on, Zach. Thank you.
Uh-oh. I know I signed up for manual labor, but I'm not cut out for manual labor. One more. I don't want do manual labor.
It should have only been 6.
I am curious, though. Dang.
If you are
They have this
my
whole-
engineers, please drop the scrim scram module.
Wow, they have this whole area
What now?
down here? Nothing.
Yeah, this is what we had cleaned up where the Baroness were when I was tending to her. This is where we kept her.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, that's why we usually put the covers over and everything. We've been storing all the foodstuffs down there.
All right.
It was the old cellar he had us uncover when I was, did the stupid.
I've got a couple of things I need to take care of back at the house. I'll meet you up with you later for the talk with Maureen.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you, out of character, did you want me to ping you when that happens?
Yeah, please do. Please let me know.
Okay. Will do.
Thank you. I guess I could have gone out the front door.
Welcome.
Excuse me?
Not.
A delivery of items.
Using heated drawings,
Oh, so
you
why
would
was
take
God never
the
done?
metal around very gently, coax it up into spikes. Take those spikes and do not temper them. Mold them forward.
They're inside.
Busy.
Yeah, I'm just wrapping up. Yeah,
Oh.
sorry, I got pulled away.
No, you're fine. They just finished putting everything away.
Apologies for keeping you away from your business. I know things are difficult.
Be done in about 2 days.
Oh. Kyler.
Yeah, I'm just parking this at
I'm
the
gonna get
Carter's
2
Guild real
people
quick.
who would like to be engineers.
You're a menace. You know that?
I'm gonna checking in.
Why am I mess?
Driving all around the streets like you own the place.
Oh my gosh.
With that donkey?
Isn't that the truth?
Is this?
Is it suction or how does it
Q and
stay
volunteers,
in
give me a
once you
minute.
actually use the mouth to slightly tap?
Scrim scram module.
Well, it's taken care of.
Excuse me?
Yep, sorry.
Remember when
Gotta park it at the Carter's Guild.
Be wise, and remember when I told you, do not go looking for trouble and only act when necessary. Good.
Some.
Oh. Weird timing.
Well?
You got a sec, Marco?
Yeah, sure. Was it,
Maybe?
Alright.
Sorry.
Sure it's not something no Sean can hear?
Does he know about what you told me the other day?
Oh, which part?
Jaja?
Probably.
So you've told me a lot, so it's possible that you have.
Yeah?
Except you'll have to be specific.
NPC 3, please. You're about to be Nozos, right?
No.
Okay, well, Morian's here, and he says he's ready to talk, so...
What the fuck now? Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright. I'll be there soon again. Oh my god, fucking... Sorry. Oh my gosh, now my time is crunched. The thing, the place. Have you told him about the place?
Oh yeah, the place, the underground, the vault thing. Yeah.
Okay. Good, great. Does Morian know you're going down there?
I don't think I've talked to him about it. I really don't know him. Why would I?
Because I think he's looking for it.
Really? I thought he was looking to die more than anything else.
No. Apparently he's looking for some sort of dwarven hold. I don't know if they're the same, but the way Faye talks about it is there's some sort of hold that's near the Sabine that's locked up behind a wall, which makes me think that they're one and the same.
What do you think, Marco?
The reason I asked is we're in a bind with Morian.
Why is that?
So the things that we have in the place that are made out of stone, you know what I mean? The things we have in the place that walk around that are made out of...
Yeah.
Someone is going to hire him when he comes out there to destroy them.
Who?
The person who intends to come out there and attack and kill everything and everyone.
Oh, yeah.
He apparently has made a deal with Morian, and I thought maybe if those two places were one and the same, there might be some leeway there.
I don't have any information on whether it would be dwarven of anything. It's too connected to Nith to be anything other.
Than Elven? Then maybe there's something else.
A long shot, but you think if anything it might be worth it? Because in the long scheme of things, what will it really, I guess, hurt if he does find out, or
And
not exactly finds out, but
he wants to fight, right? That's his whole thing, and you need fighters. If he wants a real battle, Warforged are gonna be one.
he seems to be the act first, questions later kind of dwarf.
I want to give him alternatives so he doesn't come out there, because taking out those golems essentially takes out our major lifeline.
So, redirecting his interest to make sure that he doesn't make a deal with our opposition.
And it's right on top of the orc camp, so if we send him towards the orc camp, that'd probably be better than anything else.
So can I offer it?
Tell him at least it's a big door, yeah. You can tell him there's a big door right underneath the orcs.
Okay. He's having a meeting with Faye now, so I've got to be there to make sure she doesn't fuck up the negotiations. If you'll excuse me.
Please do.
Trying my best. Okay, running. Come on.
That brings the price down. You know, I can only catch so many of them. I can find so many in a day, so...
That's a lot of people in here.
I understand. As I said, it may just be best if...
What's going on?
Kyler wants to talk, obviously out of character, so Kyler has to say something, and then Morian said, yeah, kind of tag along, I also have to make my stance clear, so like, well, better let you know.
Here in Nodis?
Yes, people within the streets.
I had to rush a talk with Markle to make sure we had an extra bargaining chip.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Sorry, you have to...
You're good. I thought I had more time. But it's okay, I got it done really quickly.
Very good.
Okay. Let me see what resources I can gather first before I can really give you, You own it?
Sorry about that.
And how much was the
220.
2 bundles? 220. Okay.
Two bundles. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah,
four,
yeah. It was 2 bundles of steel. Yeah.
440.
440. Okay.
Yep.
4 silver, and let me get the 40 copper. Here you go.
Wonderful. Thank you, Miss Faye.
You said
Appreciate it.
440, right? 2 bundles.
Yep.
Okay.
Correct. They'll serve you well.
Thank you. You always do a great job with your arrows.
Hi. Sorry, I don't look at chat too much during RP nights. This is actually it's a closed RP. You would have to apply through Mr. Brunswick's Discord. If you are wanting to join as an NPC, but they are not accepting player characters currently.
You're welcome.
My lord, appreciate your patience.
Alright.
Of course.
Well, this gets us 2 bundles of steel arrows. Back here. Ugh.
Harry said numbers are needed.
Huh? What's needed?
Numbers are needed. That's what he told me.
Said numbers are needed. I don't.
I'm sure you can talk about it later in private.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Moore, as you needed.
Oh, you're fine. You're a busy lady. I fully understand that much. I understand that sickness is,
Yeah.
Let's just say that we've seen it before, and leave it at that, yes?
Yeah.
I had my chats, and I've come to my own decision on what to do here, and it's very simple. I'm not getting involved. In either side. I spoke with Blaze, I spoke with young Kylan here, I spoke with Tang, I spoke to everyone involved. If I can be candid and blunt, this is something you and him should deal with yourselves. Bringing more
and I
people
concur.
to deal with it and bleed for you and die. It's something you need to handle. However which way the hammer falls. Regardless, I will continue if you are able. And
Yeah, we are
I
not
will
Quest
continue
compatible.
with
You
this
do
with
have to
other
have PC.
options and such,
You do have to have a PC link. If it's just Quest, it is you won't be able to join our map. I hate to say.
Aside from that, I don't intend to get involved with any of it.
That works for me. That more than works for me. That's a big relief for me.
I said it to you myself. I already said it to you myself. Listen, I gave you my word. I don't go back on that.
Well, if I survive, this trial of my own, I promise you I will help you.
You need to learn to help yourself, lass.
That's what I'm going to do first.
From the perspective of people not clued into all of this, as you and Blaze both seem to be, you're going to get more people similar to me. They're going to fear you more than understand you. And that's just the way of things. The two of you are going to end up needing to learn the same old Slayer phrase. One should be careful not to become the monsters that they hunt.
No. Trust me.
Regardless.
When I say this, yeah, I'm good with this decision. Thank you.
I wish you luck, regardless of what side this hammer falls. And to your grove, regardless of what happens. I will be taking my leave here so you can, Mr. Kyler, can.
Morian, do you have a moment? Actually, to speak with just me, we could do it upstairs.
Aye.
Great.
Thank you, Warren, for understanding. I'm good with it.
How far upstairs? 'Cause
Outside.
I don't know where I'm going.
You're fine. Out the door.
Understood.
We have a nice
I
seating.
suddenly feel a lot smaller than I was there for a moment there. I was wondering what that was, just because of the lip. Okay.
Oh, it's just the walk up. Yeah. It's not a bad spot, right?
Plenty nice. You've got less than nice viewing because it's blocked by ship masts, but that's just the way of things. I'm going to put that down there for the moment.
It's fine. It used to not be that way, actually. We used to be able to sit along that ledge and just look at the ocean and the sunset rise and fall, but not the same anymore. I appreciate your stance. Let me be blunt. I know you like fighting large things, and that's me putting it, I guess, as simply as I possibly can. And I assumed the golems were part of that.
The golems are dangerous.
They can.
I've seen things, worse things. Let me put it this way, lass. If you even alluded to the fact that those things can't be controlled, allow me to give you what my experience. A company of us went down under Agmar Road and we found a ruin that had huge stone statues with blades. There was no reasoning with them. There was no speaking to them. They would cleave through you in a heartbeat. There was no way to stop them. You had to break them or you die. Those stone golems, if they, for whatever reason, no longer obey your command, are more of a deadly threat than anything I could do. If they were to turn on your own elves, for example.
You are...
The devastation they could wrought is insane.
You're not preaching to someone who thinks lightly of everything that's going on out there. I assure you, I'm probably the most skeptical out of all of our elves. So please don't take that lightly.
No, I don't.
That being said, I do have another large goal that you might want to go after. And it might help with yours, too. I'm not sure, so please don't think that I have an answer to what you're looking for. But... Markle. Oh gosh, how do I even start this conversation? Markle has been seeking something for a while. And it turns out that there is this large door behind the Orc Fortress. It goes underground. And this large door, he thinks it... I will pay you as a mercenary to keep this information to yourself if I must. He thinks there might be Warforged behind it.
Okay.
And I figured that might be a fight you'd be interested in.
Given what I've been told rests beneath this city, it wouldn't be a stretch for that to be the case.
Quite.
I don't know. I honestly don't have anywhere near as much of a clue as what's going on as the people around here do. And they like to keep it so close to the chest that they can't even trust those that are sent to help them.
I know.
I don't... That in and of itself could be either an asset or an incredible threat.
I know. But they also have to
I
get...
don't know which.
They have to get past the orcs, too, to even get there. The whole thing is treacherous in itself, and I figured something like that might appeal to you.
I have my own goals beyond the orcs, and perhaps that will, in fact, aid me into pointing me in the direction I need to go.
Markle said it was all right if I told you the information. So if you do find yourself interested, find Markle.
I'll look into it.
I
do what I can
just
to help.
ask you keep it.
Orcs gone.
I just ask you keep it close to your chest. Even
I can do that.
Even those inside that room do not know all of that information. If
Good.
that...
That's all I can say. If I am, I'll be brutally and bluntly honest, lass. The fact that the people around that young lass can't see how much of a threat she can be or possess baffles me. Something like what happened in Ireland. The fact that it's even happened once means it can happen again, whether intended to or not.
Why do you think I'm still
And the
here?
fact that honestly, lass,
Someone has to try to grip her back to reality. Make her realize that there is a danger in what she's doing, and that she's not the only one at risk. That's my job.
when I spoke to her last, she got very emotional.
She's young and naive.
That I am more than aware.
And I apologize I sent her to you.
I tried to educate her last. To try and make her see how we see it. I don't possess these things. I don't have whatever the fuck that was.
It is
insanity to me. And I've seen some things. I have seen what lies beneath. I know that there are things there that are best left forgotten.
No. When somebody
I know.
tells you one thing and then it's like a completely different thing and then somebody keeps
Trust me, I know. I was there for it. And I've been underground. So I know. And that's why I stay with her. Because no one else will question her.
I want you to understand something because I need you to know this. Because if you're going there as well, you need to know. A few times I've found those things, I'll say, seeing as we're no longer alone.
Sure.
A few times I've seen those things, they haven't been right, if that makes sense. I'm not as put together as our gentleman downstairs.
I know. Trust me, I know.
They can be downright deadly.
I know.
If I was to have my own way, I'll be honest, I would have blocked that door so no one could open it, because I don't know what's inside it. Once you open it, it's more difficult to close than you would think. Because once it's open, people know what's in it. And that causes problems.
I urge you to speak with Markle.
I'll have a word with him.
Because there's much more to it.
I will have a word with
We won't do anything unless we
think it won't be an issue.
What's wrong?
Oh, hello, Miss L.
Hello. What's there a problem? Are we waiting for something?
No. No, just
Diagnostics.
Yes.
Oh, you're doing that. Do
I
you
was waiting on the go-ahead for everything being ready.
do you
Apparently, a lot more people were involved than I originally thought.
do you still want me to go?
Did you invite her?
Thought you talked to Tang about that.
No, I talked to you.
Is this related to what we were just discussing?
This is about
No,
everything,
it's
so I believe
not.
you should have the final say no matter what.
It's more like, do you want somebody else to be there just to, hold your hand?
I mean, I can do that.
Pretty sure my hand's going to be
Just
off.
don't crush it.
I mean,
Well, not at first.
oh God.
Well, okay, listen. If you see
That's an interesting question.
any one of them try to put a maker's mark on the inside of my body, smack them.
Why would we do that?
So you do want me there, is what you're saying?
Man, that's what that sounded like.
That's what it
Like I
sounded.
said, more eyes couldn't hurt.
If it will
Me and Al
help
will watch
calm
over the
you
walls.
to have a friendly face, I
Mr. Marco.
suppose that's fine.
Yeah?
In the future, we need to have a little chat.
Alright, sure.
I'm going to leave it at that because you're obviously busy.
If need be, if it would cause issues, people can step back from wherever the procedure is taking place. But at the very least, I want it to be observed.
No, absolutely. I would not let her be near when everything is taking place. It would be highly volatile. Speaking of, this isn't exactly a safe operation, so I should warn you, while we will take every precaution, there is still a chance things go awry. Are you alright
There's a
being
high
so
possibility
close
of injury.
when things...
Yeah,
Injury would be lucky if something goes wrong.
I know. It's fine.
Very well, just making sure everyone is aware. Alright, well, I have an engineer waiting at the clinic, and we can be on our way. I assume your workshop is the best place for this.
This place to keep everything steady.
Very well. Follow me, please.
What then?
Turns out we turned a knob left when it should have been right, and well, the entire workshop is a crater.
Oh, please don't say that.
I don't think he has.
Truly stunning. He's not worried about himself. He's just worried about the actual shop.
I mean, I feel a piece of me always dies a little bit inside whenever I potentially blow up my shop.
I offered to let Marco use the house. I'm glad I didn't now.
Appreciate precursory information going into the diagnostics to make sure what is wrong and what is should be normal.
He has a lot of the stuff that we need anyway over there, so
Good.
we're moving everything.
What did you say about taxi again?
He does.
Like, what is
Very
like
cool.
the acronym?
Some better than mine.
Taxi. Tardy. Something. I can't.
I was apologizing too. Yeah, right there. And no, I apologize to these as well. I didn't mean to keep you.
Thank you. Sorry.
Think of it this way, Tang. It's like a. You ever heard the term a deep tissue massage? Be like that.
This is not going to be anything like that.
I'm just trying to maybe humor the situation a bit. If you were somewhat tense.
I'm constantly tense. It has nothing to do with
Sure,
it.
he's only got like one place he can feel anything, right? The beans.
Everywhere.
Oh, you can feel it.
Did you say the beans?
Individual pressure sensors throughout my nervous system.
You did not just say the beans.
He has beans.
I mean, I know he has beans, but
You're thinking like an animal, aren't you?
but yeah. That's essentially what they are. They're
I mean, he
fiends.
has like a wolf motif thing going on, yeah.
That is true.
I studied animals for a while.
It's branded on it.
They're actually they're very versatile multi-tools.
These are good
Like,
conversations
just
to
look at
have,
tanks.
obviously, when picking around. And but
Look how badass he looks. Like, I'm kind of like desensitized to it. I'm just like looking at him now.
I just see my friend when I look at him.
Yeah, I know. You normally do, but now I'm like looking at him as like an analytical perspective because but what we're about to do, it's like, damn,
No
that's
soliciting.
badass.
We're not.
We're waiting for the engineer.
We're not soliciting.
I know. It's a joke. Calm down.
Ha 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 ha.
Have you heard the good word of Asara?
It's dad humor.
Sorry.
I swear to fuck.
Yes, actually, I have.
You know, Tang,
not
actually,
need
when I do
Asara
look at it in the right
witnesses.
light. You know, Tang, in the right light, when I do look at it, if you didn't
Ready to
have the
go?
book and all the other things,
This
you
is
would look
Friedrich,
exactly like
our
a knight.
engineer.
Friedrich?
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure.
To be fair, that's
Onward.
Onward. By your lead.
I really wish we
Is
could
it
get
bad of me to say that I'm actually excited to go back to your watermill?
I'm sure we'll find out soon enough.
I haven't been there in
occasion that I
great
am
many
I
years.
haven't gotten money from that place in forever.
Barely had the opportunity to leave the fucking wall, so this is actually
It's for the best.
nice.
Like it's been very orky up until recently.
Okay, so we're just taking my friend apart. I'm sure it's fine.
Well, no.
Why?
There's no milling coming to me anymore. It's all just going straight to Radad, so I can't really sell anything. That's the only thing.
oh, fair point.
It's my contribution to the war effort.
How successful have you been in the past in calming him?
Saying that because you can write that off.
Usually pretty. Whenever he turns red, I usually. Do you think there's a possibility he?
Oh, we have to prepare for anything.
Sure.
These are machines thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years old, and anyone with emotion is broken in some form. They don't feel by default, so
Gotcha.
we really don't know.
It is quite interesting that he is able to feel and or have emotions, but
That doesn't seem out of the ordinary.
Oh, no.
The fact
It is...
that walking machine has emotions is very out of the ordinary.
The other one we
More
were.
so just that... Sorry, go ahead.
I was saying the other one we ran into seemed to express hate quite well.
You should say this place is beautiful, Marco. Do you remember the times when we used to sneak off of the land? Right, almost like the other one?
Yeah, right.
Again, unusual. Although, all these machines will break down eventually, so I suppose it's not impossible for there to be more than one. Genuinely, though, they are designed in such a way that the emotion is repressed. It shouldn't be normally possible, which means there must be something wrong. And when there's one thing wrong, there's usually several or more. It's difficult to tell without taking a look, which is part of why we're doing this.
So you're saying something's wrong with him? Well, I mean, there is something wrong with him. But you're saying the emotion...
I'm speaking.
Is there something wrong with him?
I'm saying that Warforged, by design, are made so that they cannot feel or think for themselves. The fact that he can means that he's not working as intended.
I see.
Not a good or bad thing, necessarily, just that is what is happening.
It is unusual.
Sure.
If you ask the person who created him, they probably would say that it is a bad thing, that it is malfunctioning. I don't mean his most recent, the Emmaus, I believe it was pronounced. The first, when he was first assembled.
Sure. Do you think this will, find out something about why he loses himself? Or he...
That's another one of the hopes. Right now, we're going diagnostic, attempting to examine every piece, see where there might be wear and tear, damage, chipping, etc. There's no guarantee, but it is the first step.
I see.
It's entirely possible that we don't find a solution.
Great.
I'm just letting you know because
It's true, I suppose.
I get it.
Not gods.
No, I get it.
Just engineers.
Oh.
Oh, this
You
place
definitely
is...
updated the place.
Welcome to the workshop.
Yeah, I was going to say this place has changed.
Pardon me then, if anything.
You got a whole like thing going on in here now.
Do not touch the lever.
Oh, do not touch the lever.
There's a lever?
Yeah, right there.
Friedrich, familiarize yourself with the tools of the area, calibrate your alchemical torch, and I will prepare for the operation, I suppose we'll call it.
Great.
Alright.
Yeah, just about every other day.
Free to call
begin with?
feel free to call upon me to assist you in whatever way, Professor.
Of course. If we were to remove as much armor as possible from you before actually beginning a disassembly, how would we go about doing so?
Plug me into that, and I'm able to remove the exterior plates. Everything else will be what I would consider necessary.
And we'll take it from there. I assume that this is the part that you're familiar with, then?
Yes, I've removed exterior plates and replaced them before. Tang, do you want to hand me your sword?
Right.
I'll explain what we are going to do before we do it, so that you can be aware of what is going to happen. Once everything is taken care of, I'll be attempting to locate, and then the first thing to deactivate or remove is what is controlling your nervous system.
I would have the hammer and
preventing you
pick
from
taken off of his butt,
activating
too.
Some unknown function in which we might be in danger.
I'm just saying.
Break the chains kind of situation.
Remind your hammer and pick
That
when you're
I can
ready,
understand.
Tang.
From there, once that is taken care of, we will see as much as we can within the cranium.
Yeah, grab his ass, Roshan, grab it! Grab the stuff off his butt!
Ideally removing as much as we can. If there's anything that I cannot figure
Oh my
out
God.
how to remove without damaging, we will skip over it and come back at a later time if there is the option. Is there
Understood.
anything that you want me to know about you or the way that you know you work before I begin?
Oh no.
Get those off your backside real quick.
So, what is his break the chain deal?
Some Warforged that have been particularly damaged will have a certain subroutine going that makes them particularly violent. There's a number of theories.
You could have cross circuits, maybe. I don't.
I think they killed him.
Maybe he's
I think they killed him.
in some areas.
They,
Hard to say.
they fucking killed him.
Obviously, open him up and
Nothing.
looking.
Sorry.
Oh. Very well.
Yeah, they fucking murdered him.
Rock salt. The main things I'm curious about are what is working as the main power source,
Yo.
where it's located,
Yo.
how it is insulated, and I have a suspicion that because of the heavy limbs, especially for most Warforged, he is particularly, I suppose the biological analog would be muscular.
I get he's a
Well
machine. but-
fitted. There's likely some secondary power source, likely along the back or at the base of what would be the spine. I'd like to see if we can locate that.
There's more than that about him.
He is definitely a little different from all the, at least, sketches and references that the Imperium has of Warforged.
I'd be curious to know how different they are from the what you have at the Institute. Did you call them again? Your
Elemental Guard. The Elemental Guard are purpose designed for Institute work, so... What we have with Tang doesn't really match most common designs. It's likely that there's been some manipulation by the Emmaus that he makes. To what degree is unknown. He could also be an experimental model. There were some of those.
There could be that.
Is he coming back?
Hydration?
His model is different.
Rage wanted me to ask Nolfos if it was
As
okay
commonly referenced,
if
at least in
spar
Imperial archives,
Anya.
is a lot more kind of thinner.
I'm sorry, say that again. I've got people yapping.
Slightly more thinner than.
Dredge asked me to ask Nolfos if he could spar with Anya.
I mean, he's allowed to spar, yeah, as long as they don't, like, you know, fucking kill each other.
Which is,
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're fine.
Alright.
Thank you.
Yep.
Theory that he was perhaps modified, if not tailored, to a certain purpose or designation is obviously given the cause of his bulkier design. I think you were
Sure.
quite on it.
What I can tell you is most Warforged are designed with a certain purpose in mind. There are very few that are strictly general use, I suppose is the right word for that.
They are often all different. Like,
So.
with their parts and how they
Oh, yes, he has so many parts and thingies and doodads. Yes. He has a ton of doodads. Yes, so many doodads.
Wager would likely be some sort of either very heavy machinery kind of use.
Oh, yes,
or
very, very heavy, yes.
front lines of maintaining peace.
This is what I imagine going through Elle's head as they're talking.
Not that there would be many back when he was created, but
Yes. When he was created, there was a lot of heavy things put on his body. Yes, very heavy. Lots of energy used. Yes. Much energy. Yes.
it's possible. I doubt even he would know. Have the winches been properly calibrated?
Oh, he's back.
Frederick?
Be not afraid.
They have.
I'm not afraid.
Put your pants back on, Tang.
Mac, I should probably ask now.
Things for the on your backside.
I can't move the hammer.
He did it. Go on.
Unfortunately, that's kind of broken. Everything else, however.
Alright, perfect.
So, removing the exterior.
Well, please go ahead with that. While this goes on, Markle, I should ask, actually, how much experience do you have wielding that artifact?
I've used it once.
Okay, that's not great.
Wait, twice.
Have you been able to control the amount or speed at which you are taking things in?
Not really.
Well, I've kind of been helping you work.
Should
You'll see
probably
the arm on
test
the
this
right side
before
as he's
we-
moving his index and middle finger begin to wave at you.
I don't know. This is not my artifact, and I can't try it for you because it only works with you. So, let's test something.
Hopefully it's nothing special.
Initial information that you should... Wait,
Attempt to draw
I
from
figured out I
this.
can do this a whole lot easier.
If it does something, should I stop?
I want you to
Okay.
see if you can control how quickly you remove. see. Rolling.
Very interesting.
Markle with a 19. You will remove the artifact, place it in front of you, and focus on the familiar feeling that you feel as it glows soft blue, and you feel as the energies are taken from the item and pulled through, but you focus, and with a conscious effort you are able to slow it down, removing just the bare minimum, like sliding a hockey puck, just barely keeping it moving without it stopping from friction. Very good. How long can you manage this?
Doesn't seem to be too much effort.
That's good. Alright, increase.
Very interesting.
And stop. That should be sufficient. Okay, it's good we tested
I do
first.
not, in fact, have a bare-bones skeleton, so unfortunately, this is the best that I can do.
That is fine.
Third time's the charm, Marco.
Well, now that we know that you won't kill us and remove the claw, you can get started.
Alright. He is ready to go.
Very good. Alright.
If you need me to be placed in a different configuration, please do let me know. As well as before you get poking around in my internals, you should also be aware that my left arm is currently impacted around its joints. Limited movement, but it is still fine. You can use my right arm as a comparison point.
Very well. Very well. Alright. Well, it is hard to reach your back from here. Everything is removed that can be with this device?
Correct, so if need be, I can move to a standing position in front of it.
Yes, please. Right here, if possible. And if you can maintain that pose that you were in before once you... a little further. Very good.
Team.
Would you mind sticking my arm out for me? I can do this one at least.
Markle, I'm going to request that you have that artifact on standby, just in case something were to go wrong. You are probably what's going to be keeping us alive if something does.
Oh boy.
All that energy has to go somewhere if it gets released, and you're our best bet. You could give him some room. Frederick, around the back, along the spine, there seems to be two depression points where some of your... of course. I believe if you make a small insert right here and here, it should unlock the base plate of the neck.
Cough drop. I wish.
You can
Wish that helped.
Pressure.
I need to take some cough suppressant, I'm gonna be honest, but I should have done it before I pee.
Because before it was even removed. Must be a failsafe. No. Let's miss. Ah. Where the skull meets the spine. One more.
It's like they stripped my friend naked in front of me and they're just poking around at him.
There was one that we had not impacted. Little more force. Not much more though. Don't break anything.
There we go.
There it is. Perfect. Alright.
Fine.
Small of steam or dust, unsure, pops out. There we go. Alright. Inside here, do you see where the thing that looks like veins runs down?
Yes, that.
Do you see? So, there is a
Not my
brown
job to
box
intrude. I'm
on
just here
top,
if he fucking
right
goes insane.
there. Do you believe you can remove it?
This is a strip club.
Easy enough.
Oh fuck.
And you'll feel strange pressure sensations as though they are coming from within the back of your neck.
That doesn't feel right.
That's there.
Saw the flashes.
I tell you to take deep breaths, but I doubt it would help.
I doubt he could.
I'm trying to focus on my machine in front of me, trying to disassemble and reassemble it in my brain.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
good. Keep your mind
Leave
off
off some
of
of those
it.
parts then, Tang.
You're going to feel.
Don't apply that much force. Don't apply that much force. Alright, here. Wait, remove those. They should stay attached. Just.
This part, Tang?
Alright.
The thumbing press.
Try and pull when one of the flashes is in the middle of its brightest point. It should be at its weakest.
Circling the pistons.
Those are still a part of the pistons. Those are fixation points.
Part of the Pistons. They're still part of the Pistons.
This part.
Good.
That is the recess.
Slight turn. And the one surrounding.
There should be one more in 3, 2, 1.
The one
Tang, all at once,
surrounding it.
you are unable to move your body. But you can talk. Perfect. Alright. Nervous system is disconnected.
Dang.
That certainly makes us safe enough.
Wait.
He should be able to talk.
Yes, he can talk. He just cannot.
Did we lose him again?
Give it
might
a
have.
moment.
Is it possible that the voice box was nicked? No, I doubt it.
These would be going to his voice. His voice is fine.
He might be undergoing some sort of self-repair loop. We might
Chat,
have
will
to
someone
wait
check
a bit.
Andre's stream?
Yep.
Yep, there we go.
That's what's going on.
Oh, yep, never mind, we know.
Alright, well, we can... First part's pretty much finished.
We lost him! Fuck!
Well, I know we're not
here to
Hi, Gizmo. Hello, Gizmo. Where would you go? There you are. There's your little head. There's your little kitty head. Silly little girly. There's my chunky little girl.
He has methods of repairing himself if necessary, at least with cosmetic or mechanical defects.
We wait again. Let's change our song.
When placed
How about
in
that?
his chest cavity and ignited, will cause a chain reaction with the aquarium that he's created from.
I see. Interesting.
Ooh, Dreamwalk could be good in here.
Think of it like a Warforged health potion.
Suppose that's one way of looking at it.
Gizmo, she's pretty cute. She is. She's such a cute old girl. She's like the biggest eyes I've ever seen on a cat.
I got all of his.
Constantly looks like she's like excited by something. Yeah.
There are some parts that I will have to hold on to. I believe my methods of storage will be more.
I'll let you look through.
You drooling, silly girl?
Right now.
She loves to sit up here with me when I RP.
Oh, of course.
She's like, Mom, you're talking to funny things
We
again.
can't just leave some of the parts lying around. They would emit too much magical radiation, I suppose is the easiest way of putting it.
That's a thing.
It'd be nasty. Yes. When something has large concentrations of it, it wants to escape. Think of it like an overflowing bucket. And then if you were to put a lid on top of the bucket and push down very hard, you would have a lot more energy, but it would want to explode.
Right.
It's the easiest way of putting it.
built all this?
Seems so. Seems that my my mentor lent him a book on dwarven
Oh,
engineering
they're almost
techniques.
always fully dilated. She's almost always looking excited. I have never seen her eyes like do the like normal cat eye thing where they get like thin. She just has these big kitten eyes constantly.
Probably. Adaptation.
Yes, but they're prideful.
Imitation. Prideful in secondary ways, yes, of course.
Most things are.
I feel that was the dig at elves. I think it was dig at elves, I agree with you.
It's at most civilizations. But sure. Ashma especially. I'm sure they would say plenty of things about me. Tang, we shouldn't have hit your voice box. Are you still hearing us?
Yes.
Alright.
Excellent. Oh, nice. Just stuck in a boot loop.
Yes, we think you were in a self-repair loop for a bit, but you seem to have exited, so we are good to proceed. First thing I'd like to do... Let's see... Grab the alchemical torch. See if you can remove the adhesive along the seam that runs from the silver along the back and up. I believe it should be weak enough where we could melt the adhesive and remove the latch.
So like I was asking...
You should still have feeling on this part, so I'm going to need you to let me know if there is anything that rings alarm bells, I suppose. We will have to stop immediately. This is...
I'm fully aware. Sensations are built up to 12.
I was about to ask Mark, we'll have that up ready.
Yeah.
These things are made to be reopened.
But you're ready.
Alright, does it move? Be very slow with it.
Ever so gently.
Ah, there's the... Alright, well, that's a good sign. Most of the crystalline non-Newtonian fluid is still intact. Alright.
Everything seems in place, too.
Continue using the torch to melt the sides, and slowly move the latch as you do so. Markle, once this is open to a certain point, I'm going to need you immediately ready to start gathering whatever flows out.
Right.
If you go too far in, you'll start draining at him. We can't have that.
A little more.
Well, I figured that by the fact of the tinkling sensation I feel at the back of my brain.
Good to see you
can see your brain right now, Tang.
Yes, pressure sensation is not exactly a pinpoint science for me.
Oh, easy. Tang, you're still with us?
Yep.
Don't apply any more force at that point until you've been able to remove these cablings here. Likely that it was causing a forced disconnect. And also, what you see right now is not actually the brain, but the casing around it.
Oh, actually.
That's why I'm feeling pressure.
Let's move
Yes.
These cablings.
You wouldn't actually be able to feel anything on your actual brain, as you would put it.
I'm aware of that. Or at least I would think I would be aware of that.
Alright.
Should I be aware of that?
Move.
Well, a human would probably feel something on their actual brain. This is different, though, because you don't have an actual brain, per se. Alright, Markle.
Pressure between the casing itself and what is
should
outside
be
of it in the armor plating.
In 3, 2, 1. Good, good. Tang, the back of your head will feel a little cold. Not cold like ice, but cold like absence.
Ugh. Okay, that feels weird.
Yes, it's going to feel a bit wrong. It's okay, we are only taking what's flowing out, which
Yeah,
should
that's
not
just me.
cause side effect.
Yeah, feels like I
Alright.
have just half a head.
I will hold this here. What I need
Kind
you
of
to
do.
do is place 3 small levers here, here, and here to slowly
Is it
apply
that freaky?
mechanical force. We are going to lift up the casing. It's going to get a lot more intense once
No.
that
Safe
happens,
from this
Markle.
Not at all.
I need you to be very quick with reacting.
Seems to be handling it well, so maybe it's not so.
Still as handsome as the day you were activated, Tang.
You didn't
Right.
know me then.
I will apply on this one,
It's a
and you will
guess.
on the other. We'll leave the middle one in place, as I believe that
Who
this will
knows?
apply in 3 parts
Maybe
at the
Marcus
same
will be
time.
tens of thousands
3,
of years old.
just 2,
Hasn't changed
1.
today.
Markle, you will feel as a tremendously larger amount is coming through. Nothing overwhelming, but it is magnitudes higher than it was before. A stream compared to a trickle. Tang, that feeling of absence of that cold is going to grow by a decent amount. Very well. All right. All right. I believe there is enough of removal. Tang, are you still with us? Son of a bitch.
Damn it.
I hope they didn't pat us once again.
I think you
Might have.
did.
Let me see. One moment. Andre, you're there?
That's a no. We lost him again. Bubberbog.
Poor sod.
Poor robotic lad.
I remember when I used to be like him.
Spiritu
Oh.
Sancti. So I got them.
I'm trying to reach him in Discord. He's gonna come back in desktop. Let's just pause for a sec, I guess.
Sure.
Get a drink.
Yeah, that's
Suck up his juices.
delicious.
Say a non-Newtonian, what'd you call it?
Crystalline non-Newtonian goo. Or something.
Oh boy.
I didn't say. What was I forget what the last word I was. It's a goo, but that's not the word. Not fluid. Layer. I guess I'll go with layer.
There's a guy named Newton in the funerals.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Oh my god.
The thing is, a lot of things in medieval setting is that you can't create everything without knowledge of the original one. Like the word goodbye means God be with ye.
Yeah.
So yeah, Newton's here.
Gotta make up your own terms for stuff.
Make up the elven version of Newton.
If Newton was an elf, he wouldn't share all this stuff with us.
True.
Who's a person at the institute.
I'd probably say there's someone at the college in
Luxor. Yeah, institute holds the knowledge and it and tells you that your works are derivative.
I never said your work is derivative.
No, you didn't.
Oh wait, that one guy.
Chad, what's happening on Brunswick stream right now? What is he working on right now?
That's like the fucking bad boy of the institute. No one likes him.
Yeah. The bad boy of the
They haven't left yet.
derivative. It's like,
It's 11:28, so he hasn't done his module yet. Fuck. I need to get to Kyler, but this is taking so long. I didn't expect this to take an hour. Oh, they're literally doing the battle plan meeting now. Okay, so I'll have to wait till they're done.
Warforged motorcycles.
He turns the elemental guard into vehicles.
Into transformer.
This is a horrible misuse of property. But damn if it's not cool as shit.
You said they were my god. I could do whatever I want with them.
No, you're borrowing them from Gelix. None of us own them.
Fuck you, they're mine now.
For the thing with Soma? Yeah? They're doing the thing with Soma now? Or like going over the plan for the thing with Soma?
I'll just work here, man.
Yeah, okay.
Samuel Bauman.
I'll have to wait then. Because Kyler's probably going with them. I would assume.
Yeah. I'll tell him, like, I'm sure he'll come by and, like, chew you out, and I'll have to, like, put him in his place.
Is Kyler going with him?
He's like, you know what, I'm gonna make my
Since Soma, Matthias, Morian.
He's just, like, saying shit, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Jawline with that receding hairline.
Oh, maybe not. Kyler's present? I don't know if he's going, though. I don't know if Kyler's intended to, like, go... Some of the game? No, some of our surgeon. Yeah, I just don't know if he's intended to go with them. I don't think he is. I think he's staying back.
Yeah, you know, I figured out this whole thing with pie. Turns out I did it like a couple hundred years ago already, and that's my work, you know. I just forgot.
Just being brief to keep.
I do it. I'm
Yeah.
sure if I would have my
Kyler will be leading the QRF. Oh, he is. So he's going.
Don't worry about it, dude.
Fuck.
Just know you know who the OG is. Okay?
Alright, well, I'll have to wait till they come back then. To get my other thing done.
I hope he's back so we can stop shitposting. That's the Steam release valve.
Oh, here we go.
You know,
That's right here. It's literally in the thing.
I thought there was like actually a toggle there for a second. I was like, I was like, I kind of want to pull it.
I forgot.
My name is Tang. Welcome to my hydraulic press channel. Why is he Swedish now? Oh, I'm wrong.
Red Hot Nickel Ball versus Warforged.
Is the hydraulic press guy? Isn't he Norwegian or something, or Finnish? He's Finnish.
I have no idea. Professor, you were gonna put that quill a little further in your bag?
No, if he puts it in the bag, you
sticking
can
out
never fish it back out again. It's a bag of
it's just
holding.
hanging so precariously that a strong gust of wind might blow it out and I'll lose it.
Oh, looks like the meeting's over.
What?
Oh, I was muted when I said all that.
Yeah, you probably were. You probably said something about blowing, and I know you did.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it really the hardest you could blow?
There it is. Yeah, I was waiting. I was waiting. I was like, that's the camp response.
We didn't even mean it sexually. You don't have to believe me,
Listen, if you want to restore my one collapsed lung, be my flavor, my favorite.
I'll show you my flavor.
Say
Where the
something,
hell is
Hydreja.
No.
Please. Yeah, you've been quiet as shit.
Yeah, I've been talking to my chat because I'm.
judging us.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm
She'd
fine.
rather talk to chat than us. Whatever.
Wow, I can't believe
What's chat got to say that we don't?
I can't tell you because there's player character in here.
Wow, imagine being a player character.
Yeah, stinky. Stinky.
Wait a second, it's me.
Stinky.
Could we hook Frederick up to the machine and take him apart?
Yeah, let's do it.
Finally,
a dissection of the human body.
I cannot wait to open him up and look at everything inside.
Can I request a mad scientist played by Wind now?
The problem is, one of my personality in Cade's sword is exactly like that. He's not evil. He's just morbidly curious about what's inside your body and how it works.
What's inside you? What is inside your liver? The walls that line it.
How does it work? Is it clockwork?
Is it like clockwork? Are you
Let's
full
see
of
what
keys?
I've shit planned that I've got to go do for Kyler. And I wanted to do it before this happened, but y'all saw how that went. That didn't go so hot. So I wasn't able to.
Oh, Andre, where art thou, Andre?
Where art thou, Bubber Bog?
Where art thou, mine bugger?
Is it his internet?
Squat like him.
Is it his internet fucking him over, or is it his computer?
I know he was talking about his headset was having issue, but I know that was his headset. It didn't think.
Yeah, but I told him to get back here in desktop because he wouldn't be able to move. He wouldn't need to move for a while anyway.
Yeah.
Andre
shall appear.
We summoned him by doing the Slav squat together.
Yep. You comfy in there,
heel
buddy?
lift.
You just kind of laying out, sprawling.
Huh?
Down.
They're flat for me.
You're okay.
You are okay.
We're squatting to summon.
There he is.
They've been shit posting. You're fine.
Without you here anyway.
T-pose. T-pose. I know. Hold on. We just.
I said no.
Oh my god.
You know, the one thing I always want to, the one thing I do want to know is why he was modeled with these cheeks. Anyway, back to them. Okay.
They're not cheeks. They're armor plates.
That's how Zara's ass, friend.
Anyway.
Okay, let's get back into cards up.
I am so sorry.
You're fine.
You're okay, man.
What happened? I blacked out.
So we are removing the casing around your quote-unquote brain, and we are about to fully remove the casing, or at least the back half. All right, on 3, we will lift together. Should remove the majority of the back side of the casing.
Lift the rest.
Then we can remove. All right. 1, 2, 3. I'm saying that feeling grows significantly
as this happens.
Alright. This is going to be the rough part. Tang, you're going to have to tell me what this feels like after I do it, because you won't be able to describe it when I do. We are going to remove the core.
Oh,
I've actually never been able to ask. We're essentially removing you.
Yeah, so if I can't respond, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
No, you won't be able to respond until we put you back in.
Okay then. Well, take care of me while I'm asleep.
Will do. This is going to be at its full force. I need you ready, Markle. I need you to get calipers on both sides with enough sturdy force so that you can remove it. It's a spherical shape with a silver rim around it. You can drop it into my hand. I have precautions. Alright, be careful.
Alright.
Ready?
It really does feel like nothing is there.
On 3. 1,
3,
2, 3.
And
Tang, at that instant, there is nothing but a black void. Alright, okay. Yep, keep on it. Good. The core looks particularly intact. Lettering. Markle, around the rim there should be a bunch of small lettering that you should likely be able to identify. Does any of it look off, out of place? As you'll look through, Markle, majority of it seems fine. However, there is a small, what I guess you could call a smudge. And then it almost seems as though if you had taken a magazine and cut out the letters to create a ransom note, I suppose. It kind of looks like that for maybe 1 or 2 sentences, and then switches back to normal.
Yeah, right here is different. It's not the same script.
Interesting. We'll need a painting of that later.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't want to keep them out too long.
No, definitely not. Standard core, though. Seems like it is not a terribly experimental model, or if it is, it's not the case. Although this crystal is incredibly delicate. I wonder what it's made of. Doesn't seem to be diamond. Or this the crystalline.
Be tougher.
Yes, no, this looks like it might scratch if we're not careful. Very well. Alright. Let's put it back in before it's too late. Calipers again.
And in we go.
Insert. Place it onto the metal conductors at the base, and we will rotate it until it snaps back in. Ready?
You just put him back already.
1, 2, 3, and in. It is on the base.
Alright, rotate. That way, yes. Tang your back. Alright, Tang your back.
Yeah, there.
What is that?
Okay, good.
We saw your insides, Tang. That's what happened.
Why
Close
say
up
it
the rest
like
of the
that?
back plate.
Wait, you did? That was quick.
What
Wasn't
was
that
the
quick?
experience? You wouldn't have gone completely unconscious. Was there any experience? Were you able to perceive anything?
Did you hear anything?
Before everything happened, I was just able to, hold on, let me just... Before everything happened, it felt like there was something missing in the back of my head, but I'm pretty sure that was just you removing the pressure plates around the skull.
Yes.
After that, when you were about to remove the core, crystal, whatever you call it, when you removed it, everything just went black.
Very well. Suppose
And
there's no suppose there's no way for you to perceive external stimuli through just the core alone, which makes sense, but still good to check. Grab the alchemical torch, reseal the casing. I will hold this for you.
I didn't see anything, didn't hear anything, didn't I?
Yes, very good. What confuses me the most is the, do you see along the sides these conductors?
It's interesting how they work, actually. It's a little
Well,
different.
it's more... Do you recognize the metal? I don't.
It's a tougher metal, that's for sure. And it is
Sure, but well, besides its
obviously it works,
properties,
yeah.
have you seen it before?
Not really, no. It's unknown. It's a little bit foreign, actually.
Wait, what?
It is. There is a metal conductor in your head that is neither a chlorium nor crystalline. It seems to be what is actually moving the energy, I suppose, from your core in your head down to the other parts of the body. Although, how exactly it's doing so remains a mystery.
It's
right.
Not like the rest
Not
of him,
without-
that is for sure.
Let me know when everything's sealed back up.
It's nearly there. Just a little more on the torch. Make sure everything melts just enough to reseal.
This might be an odd question, but did you find a bullet in there?
Bullet? Should there be one?
It might be around the back side of my left eye.
Oh, well, that's very invasive. I mean, if you want us to try and pull it out, we can. That's up to you.
I might have some small tools that can get there. It's a little bit of
Tang,
a
is
risk.
that something that you would want to risk?
The most it could do is probably mess with your vision. I don't know if it would exactly make you go blind, but
I think let's
there's
deal
no
with
telling.
the one risk for now.
Yes, all right.
If the repair crystals do not bend it on its own or push it out from where it should not be, I'll seek professional help.
The most that would happen with that is that when you use a certain amount of energy, it could just simply evaporate. But it could be unlikely.
We'll just
have to
move to
be
a
very-
different part. If you're not confident, then we can move to something else. That's fine.
Oh,
I'm
I could get
particularly
out.
interested in the front.
It would be easier.
Tang, you
if
mentioned...
we went through his actual eye, but
Again, if you're not confident in the eye, then we won't do it.
Okay, well,
One of the promises was we won't.
I'll tell
Actually,
you this.
Tang, you'd recognize this monocle. You saw this because this is the monocle that you found in Nithra Malorian, if you remember it.
I used that thing.
You did.
I'll tell you this. I am confident in getting it out as long as we go through the front. Going through the back is.
At the moment, there should be a distinct shifting of plates that you are able to follow. If you have something like a, what do you call it, an arrow bracket, something similar.
Yes, we
there
have
could
something
be a few
similar.
things that I could do.
If that's the case, then if you can get it while you're there, I will not complain. But if it's too invasive, then yee.
I'm not
We'll go
concerned.
through our steps right now, and I'll come back to it later.
Sure.
Yeah.
Continue on.
What I really want to do right now is try and examine what's behind the flame. I believe you said it was
Here, this might help. Just.
Are you able to turn it off?
Yeah. Yeah.
Great. All right.
Emmaus put in some separate housing and tubing to redirect heat distribution into my chest. I didn't understand exactly what he meant by those words when he did it, but now I do.
Very good. Right. It seems to be a false back here. There's definitely more behind. I'd like to see if we can remove the plates around here and see what is deeper inside of the chest. Tang, I believe you said that there was something there that you couldn't quite see. when you were there, is that correct?
Given the angle, yes.
And you just... Right, and then push that open. Same.
Perfect. Interesting. Markle around this side. I'm gonna want a painting of those later.
Oh. Can do.
Perfect. Now, in the meantime...
Is this what the bath workers feel like?
Probably not. They'd probably enjoy the experience more than this. In any case, well, at least I'd hope. In any case, removal doesn't seem possible. It's locked in with the system, and we definitely could not replace it. It's all one solid piece, oddly enough. Let's see. That seems
Too much
to be
work to actually do that.
It looks like there are these crystal rods moving through. I believe those are secondary power sources. It looks like this object is actually almost a second brain, which allows for more speedy movements of the limbs to match up with near synchronous time from the head, like a spinal cord per se.
Yes.
Odd that it's here, but I guess that's where enough room would be for it.
You can see that they lead off into his arms as well. It is
They go
definitely
down
in the sense of
too.
that spinal cord.
Yes, it goes out the back and down. I don't think this is removal is possible here.
You need a way better engineer than me. For this, at least.
I would agree.
Cursory look is probably good enough.
Yes, as we can get the ruins and you can decipher them, then we can go from there. At least then we can determine purpose for certain.
Is there anything else in there? Sorry, Tang.
When you're inside of there, Markle, you will see, branching off from the center device, several crystal rods that go out, but very large, thick ones down the back. They seem like rods, essentially, almost the width of a quarter, or something about that width, a silver coin. Oh, the rods, yes. I believe those are secondary power sources. Alright, I believe that's...
You said something about a recursive feedback loop before. Do you think that that might be where things... Never mind.
No, this is essentially my hypothesis at this time is that this object in here is your spinal cord, or the equivalent of a human spinal cord. It allows for quick feedback when it would take too long to go up to the core and back down. It can just bypass for certain functions. Oop. Oops. Alright, let's close this back up. I'd like to take a look at the pathways in the limbs, and then I believe we could be good.
There's nothing different on the rooms there, like there was in the other part, was there?
There was. Small parts. Different way, though. Almost like it was two different messages. If we go back to the ransom note analogy.
Yeah.
It'll take a bit for you to fully decipher, though. There's a lot of writing along that thing. Perfect. Alright. See if you can remove the arm. Actually, which arm is the broken one, Tang?
Left.
Alright, here. This one. I will hold the left, so we're going to use the non-broken one to examine.
Right.
I'd like you to remove the plates from over here. It should be the same as the neck. It's going to be heavy. Oh, Sean, if you could assist me.
Ready?
It's like pulling apart when you're best friends. She's like staring at this like, this is awful.
You can keep that steady. And there's the rest of the rod. It's still
All the
mostly...
times I'm very lucky. At this point, I would probably want to put my arms down.
Yes, you likely would. There's a bit of rust over here.
And how are you doing over there, El?
Fine. Just, watching.
Over here, if you have a cylindrical brush, if you could reach back there, might as well grab some of the residue while we're here.
Yeah, she's nervous.
Probably a bit surreal, isn't it?
It's...
That was meant to be a blow. I don't know why I whistled.
Yeah. Are you okay?
The closest analogy I would be able to make that you might be able to understand is it feels like I have a whole bunch of squirrels inside of my armor.
Hey, I mean, you know,
Thank you,
not much
yes.
different. We just don't leave acorns behind.
So...
Besides, there's not enough room over
It's
there
not
for much
painful.
acorns.
It's just occasional tiny bits of pressure in places I'm not expecting or even felt before.
As long as it's not painful.
It's rotation based. We'll see as he moves the different fingers, rather than different parts moving back and forth, it actually spins instead. Interesting.
Very
nice.
Allow him to be
lack more circles, right?
I suppose what I'm wondering is how this one
wonder if
rod
Lisa even
must
knows he did
there must be
this.
another one underneath.
Or he's
Different
letting them do
combinations of
this.
Spin create different actuation points, and then the impulses control that particular point of articulation. That would explain that.
I don't like
If you
this.
have 2 points, then it would create enough
I don't like letting people
combinations
just root around.
with the current mechanism. Alright, it should be sufficient.
I mean, it's Markle, but
Let me put this back on.
an Imperial
Just
man?
one question. My arm isn't disconnected from my body, is it? Because I do.
No. No.
No.
Would it help if I was to activate the mechanism to my palm?
Can you do that? Yes, that would be wonderful.
Yes, just keep all appendages away from
We're gonna bury
its
one.
heat.
Careful.
Oh, I see what you mean. I thought you meant like some sort... I see what you're saying. Okay.
No, I do not have any kind of external mechanism that's able to fold away my other arm.
Yes, okay. We could take it apart, but I don't see much of a need. Although I am curious now how you were able to do that with your nervous system disconnected. It must be a different pathway. Which I
It
guess
could be related to his spinal cord,
probably
maybe.
likely, but then how would he communicate his desire to do that? My guess is that there's a second pathway for less prioritized communications.
Or this is something that was added separately.
That is also
Usually I
possible.
just...
Possibly.
Whenever I want to activate something like that, I usually just...
Matsuman, thank you so much for the 3 gifted tier 1 subs. Thank you so much. Also, Mountain Man, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. You leaving early, Mountain?
Right arm and usually heats up the right arm.
You dipping a little early, Mountain Man?
As it turns in my hand into the tool that's in...
Hope you had fun with your new slave
So it's
friends.
not like moving muscle, but it's conscious thought that
And your
activates
new
it. That's definitely a
taskmaster.
modification.
I would have
then,
stayed to
rather
watch
than
if I
an
didn't have
embedded
to go
feature.
cram out
Makes
something
sense. Yeah.
right
Let's
afterwards.
close this back up. There we go.
We're present for the Soma Vivisect. Oh, I mean, I know about it.
Alright.
Thank you so much, Matsuman.
I don't believe
Thank you.
we have much else to gain from the legs.
All help is
Is there
appreciated.
anything else you would like us to look at while we're here, Tang? I don't believe full disassembly is possible without taking risks, so we'll probably leave it at this, gather what we need, and go from there.
Right. Everything else is just kind of modifications Emmaus has made over the years.
Makes sense.
I wasn't always like this. It was a bit spindlier, I think.
We're also probably a bit less sentient.
I can remove the lead in his head.
Right, the bullet. Markle, from the front, there's going to be a...
I would appreciate not having a migraine.
There's going to be a burst. We're going to remove the eye from the socket.
Do we really trust them to keep doing
And
this?
then through there, you should have enough clearance to reach in with tweezers, pluck it out.
You
That's the idea.
may go temporarily blind in... which eye is it for this one?
The left eye, correct, yes.
Yes.
I can't believe you're okay with this.
Blind,
Dang, there's other things you could have said. You could have waited. You could have made sure.
If it works the way that they would be of metal. Yes. If you're built similarly in this regard to others, then it should be as simple as popping it back in. Anything that's particularly forward-facing and delicate was made to be replaceable easily, cheaper than making a whole new model. Along the chin, or along the cheek here, where the black meets the metal.
Doesn't mean you have the replacements to put things in there.
Alright, good, good. Expand the socket. Alright. Remove the eye.
It's not okay.
Oh, there's a cord. Okay, careful. Here, I'll hold that. Tang, the eye, you can still see out of it as it dangles down.
Is this what
Yes,
vertigo
no, that's-
feels like? I could see your face and his boot all at the same time.
Yes, no, I'm holding the eye.
Now,
Alright,
let me take
go
out
work to
some
remove.
tweezers.
Yes, I'm sure that's unnerving.
No, it is extremely unnerving.
Alright, it's odd that it is odd that a cord was used. It's typically just a socket. Still works fine, just
He's not an experiment.
unusual design.
By the way,
don't get that.
There is a circuit
I didn't catch a name for the engineer, but the fasten on your left bootstrap is coming undone.
Thank you.
Worry about it later.
That after.
And move that, and then... Voila! One lead bullet.
Right. We need to make sure that the cable is in as it was before. It looks as though it loops in a circle counterclockwise around the base and then extends forward. I will slowly feed it in. You use your pliers to feed it into the right places. On my mark.
Understood.
And begin. Good, good. No, that's at a kink. Hold on, hold on. I'm pulling out.
Wind.
Okay. Go. There we go. Better.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
And
the rest of the way. Go for it.
One firm push. And
good, good.
Let me
Just
seal him up.
rotated the right direction.
It's still upright.
Everything straight, Tang?
Feels that way.
Alright.
Didn't exactly move my eyeballs and do much.
I mean,
But we're still upright as you expect.
Okay.
Yes. Everything seems to be in alignment.
Excellent.
Perfect.
I will seal his.
Just
While you do that. Oh, yes.
I think that I'm able to fix this after everything is done. The left eye has a couple of, well, if you squint, you can probably see them. Magnification lenses there.
Oh, so there is.
You will see a layer of lenses inside of the eye itself Definitely not put there by manufacturers.
No.
Yes, I believe that those are quartz lenses. At least from what I could tell. A mixture of quartz and crystalline lenses.
Odd.
Ugh.
Interesting. Well, everything should be working as intended with those as well. Let's reconnect the nervous system, and we should be done.
Good.
Reconnect the box over here, and then we're going to have to use the alchemical torch to remelt the pathways back into alignment. They've likely been frayed from being disconnected for so long. Back in here.
Let's suit it right there.
Just be gentle with me, guys.
And then we just take these.
You're in the best seconds.
Connect.
Should go underneath. You see there's a little divot there it needs to slide into before you can apply pressure.
And lift.
Yee, okay.
Put it back down. And
I did
think
draw the
he should
pathways
be
before you
ready.
disconnected them, so just make sure it's good.
Very useful.
Yes, they're good, thank you. And now all we
Sean, are you just gonna stand there staring at me like I'm a museum piece, or are you gonna give some input?
I mean, sorry. I'm not.
Not that I wasn't prepared, maybe just...
Alright. Tang, wiggle your
It's hard to
fingers for me,
explain.
if you can. It's not moving. You've messed up a pathway somewhere. Reopen.
I see. It's actually a bit
easy fixes time.
There we go.
Okay.
Give it a try.
Tang, try and wiggle. As you do, your left leg will shoot up at a 90-degree angle with fierce velocity. Nearly missing Oshan. Not
That's not my arm.
Let's move out of the way. That's not it.
Yeah,
no. They should be crossing in braid-like patterns.
Oy, this feels weird.
Oh, I see. It's meant
Yes, it goes.
Yeah, see that.
Yes,
There.
see it's going. It goes across, down, and then these two flip. You see? It needs to move in this way in order to increase the speed at which
like
the race
this.
can flow.
I don't like this.
That I wasn't made by a foot.
You shouldn't be standing in front of it.
Be dead.
Difficult.
So from a safer location than immediately out around my limbs while I'm flailing about uncontrollably, from an alchemical standpoint, how do you, with the goo? I heard something about goo.
Yes, it is a it is essentially a form of shielding that prevents any of the the energy, I suppose you could call it, from leaking out at most times. We removed it, which is why Markle is here. It's like a much more advanced version of the crushed crystal case that you use for artifacts.
So instead of being put inside of a dust, it's more like an emulsified paste.
Precisely. Although it is orders of magnitude more effective.
And final touch. There we go.
You could probably make a primitive version of it, Tang, by mixing with your concoction with clay or something.
No.
I think that clay might be a bit too solid.
No, this
Maybe
is
you can keep it
dwarven.
liquid
These are
state.
dwarven techniques that we are not have any record of. Closely guarded secrets. All right. Wiggle your fingers, Tang. Okay, perfect.
One more time slow. There we go. Good. Yay.
Yes. Okay, that is connected correctly. Okay, roll your
Welcome
wrists.
back, Lefty.
Good.
I'll do the right one given the situation.
Good. Okay, that's moving properly. Alright. Arms pulled down by the side. Perfect. One more cursory look. Pathways
No leaks?
No, doesn't seem to be any leaks. Pathways are still properly connected. Eyeball seems to be functioning perfectly fine. And
that's an interesting little doodad.
yes. I'll describe it to you at some point. Let's see.
Probably not the best to look at it while you're using it.
No, that's fine. It wouldn't have any adverse effects by looking. Everything seems to be realigned. Can you feel this?
The pressure, but not the
you know what
leather. I know what you mean.
That too?
Yes.
Alright.
Everything seems to be
running my
alright.
finger from the tip of your scalp to the base of your neck. We know if at any point you do not feel it. And there. Did you feel pressure the entire time?
More or less. There was a little spot where it was not really there, but I think that was just because you drifted your finger away a little.
Possibly. Let me try again, make sure.
It should approximately be 1.5 inches up from the base of my skull.
Alright, right around there, I see. Alright. Good. You can reactivate your flame.
Oh, right.
It's also important we check.
Oh, I'm sure that will be fine. There we go.
Just making sure. Very good. Everything seems to be working fine. If anything doesn't move the way you expect, let me know immediately. We will come back, set things right. But it seems like everything went fine. We didn't have much of a chance to look into nearly as much as I would have hoped, but slow baby steps. We got information. Hopefully Marco will be able to help figure out...
At the very least with translation of the chest cavity. Unless there was more that you found.
Oh, yes. The
didn't black out.
There's plenty of writing on your brain, I suppose.
Oh, I figured
the
that
writing is probably the most important part of the entire system, so that's our best bet at finding some sort of solution, if there is. If there is. I'll be honest. Small chance. But worth a try.
I have a partially theoretical question for you. But
Sure.
that can wait for later.
Well,
For now, I think,
I can answer your questions, I don't mind. Everyone else, I'm taking up plenty of your time. If you have somewhere else to be, by all means, you can begin making your way back to the clinic, debrief, and inform the Inquisitor that the first of our deal has been settled, and we can negotiate the rest at a
I shall
later
leave a note on his desk.
Great, thank you. In the meantime, if there is anything you want to ask me before I return down below, now's the time.
Right.
Or won't be the last time, but...
No, I understand exactly what you meant. It's just, things. Ugh. I think my arms are a bit stiff. But that can be fixed later.
That is likely
Let's get you
because...
suited back up, Tang.
Oh, right.
Yes, let's do that. In the meantime, the crystal pathways are likely re-warming. They've been disconnected, so they've had time to cool. they're going to be more sluggish until there's been a lot of work moving through them. Right.
Chad, how far into the mission are they? With the, with that group going, with Soma?
Oh, I love Soma.
How far into it are they?
Not so much with
I guess I could check.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Because that decides whether I get the fuck out of here or I stay and listen longer.
It's fine. Just doing my job. I shall get back to my clinic.
Safe travels, Frederick. Yes.
They're still doing it. Okay. Still going on.
But no, I'm sure no part of that is going to feel normal.
Yeah. It's usually all more impressive when you can actually see my fingers operating the mechanical arms. Well, puppeteering.
Your boots.
But the theoretical question that I had was,
sure.
Do you think that it might be possible for multiple brains or multiple cores to exist inside of one Warforged?
Interesting. Suppose there's a reason for asking this. We'll get to that. Sure, I can answer. It's not impossible. Incredibly delicate. And would likely require highly experimental, even for Elysium's time, techniques. So though such a thing would likely be unstable, and... well... even more unstable.
Stop. Can you put the pauldron on, please?
I will jump back to NPC if you do not need me to.
There's no reason why it wouldn't be possible, but fitting multiple life's energies within a single core would be delicate work at best. Even in the height of the Elven Empire, from what we know, it would have been a tremendous challenge and fraught with error. Is there a reason why you ask? Is there a one that you've met?
Yes. I'm trying to think of diagnostics on one that is a lot harder to find.
If you're referring to the other Warforged that has been spotted here, there is no cure for that.
I figured as much. But I was trying to figure out if it was the... I had a couple of theories as to what might actually be the cause of what's going on in terms of their cognitive abilities. They seem they do seem unstable. One of the theories was they might have multiple people put inside of one core or brain. Because the way that they
multiple personalities, it's either that they have multiple people, or the person had split personality disorder before they were inserted, which would not have happened. Quality checks were performed.
Or multiple individual receptacles as some kind of an experiment as housing.
Unlikely. It would likely be that there were several people, individuals, that were all placed inside of a single core. Now, normally Warforged are not made to have emotions or self-sentience, so this wouldn't be an issue if you could properly contain all of them. However, a Warforged like that would begin to degrade faster than others. Would likely the personalities
and over
would
the
spill
years
out.
the walls between them would wear away.
Absolutely. You spend enough time with 5 people in one head, they're all gonna think that they're one person together.
I mean, there's 5 people in one building right now, and we're doing just fine.
Yes, but we're not all inside of the same brain, Tim.
Yeah, skull, lounge area, same thing, right?
There's a tremendous difference. If you mix salt and water, it's very hard to get the salt back out without removing all of the water.
Which is fair. I understand that at least. It was more so to see if you might have heard something similar or...
I don't like that. Put your pants on, Tang.
That is likely a one-of-a-kind kind of Warforged. Highly experimental. We have not seen anything like that before.
Do you believe that they may have been designed as a
He
data?
put like on his cod piece first, and that's the only thing there.
All Warforged have some sort of innate
I feel like it's
knowledge of
inappropriate
all
for me to be looking at him.
experiences in the past, sort of a method of record keeping in case something were to malfunction. The Arcanist in charge of creating them would be able to extract the core and play back memories. All of them have these functions, even you. The method of extracting them is lost, but it's still there. I suppose in that sense, all Warforged contain data in some form or another. I guess in the same way a human contains data as memories.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of any added purpose that putting several people in one head would actually serve. Otherwise, it
Higher
could be...
energy output. Simple.
Oh, well, that's the easy way. It
Well,
honestly
if you
does
put
make
more
sense,
souls
given
in, then there's more energy to produce, but also if you have...
Then there's more energy.
If you tell a person, if you tell a human to rub their stomach and pat their head at the same time, a lot of people will have trouble doing it. There's
What
a
if
lot
you
of
have two
moving
people?
parts. If you have 5 people and each one gets one limb, things become very simple.
It's a lot easier.
Now that, but on an order of magnitude larger, there is a lot of different systems, and one of the things that has to be taken into account is what you can have before the consciousness gets overloaded with tasks and can't perform them properly. So, having more than one would allow for a greater diversity of functions simultaneously.
That was actually the
In
third
addition to
theory.
the power increase.
That was the third theory that I had. The reason why they were put inside the same body is to increase the amount of mental capacity they have. That's why I said data receptacle first. I just didn't think that movement of the body was something that needed multiple people. But then again,
Whatever they drift.
by the way, that's
Unlikely.
what?
No, he was
Nothing.
making a shitty joke. I think that should be everything from us. If you have any more questions, I can certainly answer them, but I don't want to take up any more of everyone else's time.
Yeah. Not so much. I'm just gonna
Fair enough.
take a seat here and
warm back
make
up.
sure that everything is warmed back up and put back the way that it
Yeah.
should.
We'll see you back in town then, Ken?
Yeah.
At least after
Thank
a
you
while.
for your assistance. I'm sure it was difficult to watch at times.
I didn't do anything. I just, like you said, watched.
No, you kept him calm by your presence.
That
If at any
is
point he had
an
gone red, it would have been disastrous. So, keeping a familiar face that he trusts probably helped more than you think.
Hopefully so.
And
We have some paintings to discuss. Not now. Obviously, I have to go to my other job. But tomorrow, I'll come around and we can take a look, see if we find anything useful.
Sounds good.
Very well.
and hell, trust me, you helped a whole lot more than you thought.
Okay. Good.
Honestly, about half the time I was expecting at least one of the 3 know-it-alls around the room. I say that with affection, by the way. That's not that is not a slight, it is a compliment. Quite literally think that you know.
Didn't care either way.
Anyways, I didn't want one of them writing their name in the back of my skull.
I don't think they would have.
I'm an academic, I don't plagiarize.
Fair enough. I meant it more as a joke, but still, it's something
And
I'm
I
very
did
good
too.
at.
I would not ruin Emmaus's legacy, if that's what you're worried about. Not that I know them, but I'm sure they knew a lot more than I could imagine.
They
Lovely.
did kind of put me back together.
Exactly. That's not something many people can do. So, it's impressive in its own right. Anyway, I'm late, so I'm going to get going.
Thank you all for your work.
Oh,
Just rest here.
For your troubles,
You did good,
Tang.
kid.
Thank you.
Proper payment.
Good. Yes.
Hold it with your
I will
thighs.
sit as
Yes.
a dignified individual.
Very good. Be sure to let me know again if anything goes wrong. I'll come by for the paintings tomorrow. I would like to have a conversation with you at some point. And, yes, thank you again. Oh, I'm overstaying my welcome now. Have a good day.
Take care, Professor.
He's gonna walk off into the forest by himself.
He can handle himself.
I know.
I slid. Anyway.
Oh. Goodbye.
I see.
Well, yes, that is what happened.
Oh.
He's good. Damn, he's good.
So are his glasses.
Damn.
They're still watching us.
Don't worry about it.
Those aren't here.
Don't worry about it.
Let's give Tang some privacy too.
Yeah, he's got the crystal stuck between his thighs. We should go.
And he's sitting very precariously. Have fun, Tang.
I will kick you in the teeth.
You almost did.
You almost kicked.
You did, yeah. It's true.
At the very least, make sure that the door is locked on your way out, please.
All right.
Yeah, I do have a key. There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Poor guy.
Can't wait to tell everyone in town. What'd you do with Tang? Oh, we left him in there with a crystal in between his legs.
We all got to see Tang's insides.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Don't phrase it like that.
No, that's exactly what you all did.
Exactly like that.
You all poked around on his in his insides, and I don't like it.
To be fair, I think there was more strict to the professor and the engineer during that whole process.
They rearranged his guts.
Unless you feel like I'm
Very
cutting you out
curious.
of the equation, Markle, if you'd like to say
There
what
was
you
some
think about
tampering
him.
on him.
Okay, you and I know what I implied, but they clearly didn't get the joke.
Yeah, I just thought I would.
Thanks,
be a
homie.
menace.
I'm glad you're on my side with it. Holy shit.
Got you, Queen. Let's
Thanks.
That was something I did not expect.
go. Also, I knew you had stuff with Kyler, so I'm sorry for keeping you as long as I did.
You're fine. They're already off doing the Arkoth thing, and they took Kyler with them. So like, I was keeping an eye on things. So you're fine.
Gotcha. Okay.
Voluntarily, or by this individual
No,
who claims to put them together.
I think it would be somebody else did it far before Amadeus got a hold of him.
I imagine that runes don't exactly sort of have not a sense of tracking, but you understand how penmanship usually can be referred to almost by age in some ways, given based upon like ink or so forth. Is there
It just
anything for
feels
runes
like
of the kind?
somebody might have sanded it down and rewrote something else. Anyway,
I was
I'm sure
curious
it has
by
something
that
to do
part.
with what happened in Nith that we. Well, that some of
Is there such thing as elven runes anyway?
I mean, can we really rule that out though?
All I'm saying is,
It's not the same. It's not the same script that the Bjornings and the dwarves use. So yes, it's more similar to Elven, but not quite. It's different in ways. More
You
like
think-
a root of everything else, if you would.
Would you say that, in theory, these elven runes, would they be almost similar like, not, I guess, copying like almost the Bjornings and dwarves make out with theirs, or is it original?
I wouldn't be shocked if they stole something.
I wouldn't be either, but at the same time, I'm also not necessarily against, but not against the idea that there's someone that could have potentially made his own.
It's very, very different.
To many questions.
Ones that we're probably not going to get answers to.
The beef lantern?
No. Still, I'm glad nothing bad happened, and Tang seems to be more or less himself, exactly. Missing a bullet, obviously, out of his eye socket.
That's
which
probably
is
for the
a
best.
plus.
You know, I'm sure, if I'd known that was there, I would have got him to put his head to the side every once in a while, just hear it roll around.
Oh my gosh.
I never noticed.
Wonder when he got it.
Do you think we'll be back in
Wonder who
Adwick?
shot him.
Probably.
Huh, not that long ago, huh?
Tang's kind of been around for a while, and in no shortage of places of combat, so...
It's true.
Living up to his name. You know, there was a person I met from Luxor called the Warforged Iron Kind. It's a little less,
Iron kind. Seems to be maybe a grossly
nicer
underside,
way.
maybe. I don't know about that, but I suppose everyone has a terminology for everything.
Yeah.
I mean, would you rather be called Warforged?
Well, one is believed to be more just obviously its designation more than anything, so...
Yeah. Town's haunted.
I mean, kind of.
If we had solved that problem earlier, we could have a nice dice game to play.
If only. Looking forward to that, though.
It's really neat.
It's no liar's dice, but it'll do.
No, it's really
Oh,
cool.
It's very fun.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah.
Just used to liar's dice because I used to be in Gorgatus, and that game was played to no shortage. Most commonly amongst obviously the seafaring folk.
Where is everyone?
Oh, probably fighting orcs or something.
Oh, that's probably right, actually.
Really? Wow.
I mean, I just assume. It's kind of the
Shooting up
usual.
arrows, you finally hit a bullseye.
I mean, it's the usual anymore, right?
Well, let's hope they actually hit the supposed bullseye in this case. Not just firing shots for the sake of firing. Well, come on, you two.
What?
I'll make tea.
Tea?
Sure. Would you prefer something stronger?
No. Sounds great.
Besides, with how peaceful it's been, I've actually managed to get some, not exactly exotic teas, but some that are quite nice. Refreshing, if you would.
Do you trust them, considering...
I meant I picked it myself. I didn't trade for it.
Oh, okay.
I have a pretty distinguished eye for herbs and all sorts of things these days.
I'll catch up in a minute, okay? Alright, we need to go check and see what's going on with the orc shit. The orc stuff. Kiss me, you purring. What you doing? Orc shit. Bubberbog, thank you for the raid. You done? You spend. Is that fucking Gizmo? Yeah. This her. Gizmo. Gizmo. Where are you? It's a quiet, slow motor. Yeah, she sits next to me whenever. Oh, there was a pole.
From behind the Allied line, you see Soma throw a flash powder rolling.
What the fuck?
Soma, you
Oh,
throw
it's global.
the flash powder
Oh, that
barely
scared the
skirting over
shit
the
out of
helmets
me.
Of Kaz in front of you. Maybe it's because
That
of the
scared
angle
the
you threw it
actual
at,
fucking
or
shit out
maybe
of
it's
me.
because Kaz's body blocked your action to the last moment. But with a 19, it will detonate in Arkoth's face, blinding him for a moment, allowing everyone to get a wound on him.
Oh god.
Unpause.
Oh, okay. I'm pause. I'm pause. Okay. Oh god. Unpause. Oh, I got sent to the shadow realm. I should have walked out as Elle and done that. Let me go check on things. Hold on. Where are they? That's so awful. Ambient system doesn't let you teleport to different zones during pause. Oh, so I was just in the void. I was in the actual void. Oh shit, get him, Kyler. Get him, Kyler. Wait, I gotta change my music if I'm gonna watch this. Kyler, I need you to be like... let me see what we got. What I got here? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wait. 100. No, that's not. That's my pirate music. Hold on. Yeah, give me some orc music. Yeah, it's pretty good. Alright, so what section of this are they at? Oh, there's a dead horse. Holy shit.
Keep that pressure up.
I want to be a dashing frog in the midst of a yes. Turn to my fat frog. Oh my gosh. Alright.
For skill level, you're able to just barely grab onto the arm as you
Oh no.
down just barely, but you are your ragdoll with him. As he goes in for a grab and tries to throw you off, but with 11, you are held on. You will not let go of his weapon arm. Whether it's injured or not.
Same leg.
+2 -2 is
For the next few moments, you feel a horrible pain out of nowhere along your shoulder and your side. And you'll begin to scream and writhe in pain, alive when you should not be.
With a 2, the blade comes down as you go to try and defend Basil, and it slices directly across your body, blood spewing as you drop to the ground, critically wounded. Arkoth spins his weapon in a circle. You don't head off of Kaz's armor as Kaz impact, saving you from it goes through the back of the arm dented. Everyone is thrown to the ground as the Dowie tries to jump on his back.
As you're looking around, you see the arrows in the ground, you see everywhere, you see bits of weapons to the right, you can't see much around.
You grab the Dowie at your back and send him flying.
Heel tendon.
Pause. There's so much blood everywhere. There's so much blood and gore and bodies. You see that many of the refugees, many of the fighters, a couple of the Earhart Knights, some of them aren't moving. Soma face down on the ground, eviscerated, and now Basil about to follow him to the grave. You see Arkoth screaming in rage, stumble forward, his weapon high. There's blood in his eyes, the blood on his tongue. Everything has come to this moment of retribution. There's a sudden stirring at the bottom of his feet. He does not see. Your major attribute, Soma Kaido, your critical wound heals itself, and you are able to take one action.
As he is coming down. I'm going to very, very quickly rise and stab right under him to get his attention. Doing it out of surprise.
Fast enough to do so. As the blade, if you look up, is coming down. Let us see how fast you are, Soma Kaido.
Understood.
With a 6 plus 2 for an 8. There is no way that you'll be able to meet the blade in time before it hits Basil without using your own body. And so you do just that. You rise to your feet and everyone hears a sickening crunch as bone blocks blade from Basil's throat. Soma half risen on his feet. As a blade sinks in, you hear the cracking of vertebrae. You see him trying to lunge forward, and he buries a dagger in Arkoth's hand, causing him to drop the blade as he rips it downward. Unpause! Drags you into the air, reminiscent of the last time. I'm moving the blade away. Dragging the blade away. It will do so.
And I'm going straight
with a 15 as you go in for a strike against his leg. The vine goes deep, a deep bleeding cut. However, with
You
that,
attacking
as
are
you do that with your last
blades
strike,
alongside of
you
Soma.
fall.
You see
You will
blood
stop.
pouring from his weapons, and he stumbles backwards, writhing. So many injuries on his body, and you notice the healing has slowed.
I'm gonna try and move you next.
Uh-oh. Yeah, enough of a spoiler, Bubberbog.
Dan's here. Going for it again. We're gonna try and get Soma's opening. As you leave before, you see that Soma's preparing to grab it.
The blade catches you across the chest. You stumble back as your allies move forward again. Pulling at his legs and his back is healed.
As you go into the back of the to temporarily stop him and give him the opening that Soma may need.
Now or never.
Help me bring him down.
He's going to ignite it and just throw as close as he can right on the flesh.
You all rush in, bloodied, injured, fighting an expert beast of its craft. Fear in your eyes, but determination in your bellies. You sink your blades into legs and the sides. You glance off of metal or sink into flesh. The Dowie jumps on its back, bringing the handle against its throat, trying to choke it. Soma, a bloody mess, strides forward, going to ignite and throw the Gradian fire in his face. But Arkoth sees this and begins to lower a hand to intercept it. As Basil comes up alongside him and sinks the blade into the palm of Arkoth's hand, moving it out of the side. The ignition happens. Rolling. Oh no. Come on. Soma, this beast butchered your family. Murdered your father, your mother, your family, your village. You lost everything. And even as Basil moves the other claw out of your way, he brings down the other one, and that meat hook rakes across your eye. You feel it rip out of your face, a gaping hole left. But you got close enough, and the detonation goes off. And with a 19 for one moment, you see the smug look turn to one of horror as you watch as liquid fire bursts from your hands and spreads all over the front of Arkoth. You watch as metal grows red hot, as flesh bubbles, as an eye whirls in fear, looking at what you've done as it spreads across flesh and cloth. And he roars and screams, and you see the flames eat away its skin, but it does not come back, and eats away till you can see bone, and he writhes and screams as the flames spread to you, your major detriment. Understood. So Mikado, as Arkoth burns, as you've always hoped and imagined he would, the fire spreads, and you too, with a 2, catch fire. And you both roll away writhing in pain as the giant orc is consumed, as every part of him is covered with liquid fire, and the sparks now ignite your mycelium body. Unpause.
Unpause.
Unpause. Grabbing your mind before I lost
Find something around here. Find something around here.
nothing but pain as you feel the same from me! You see him trying to rise himself out of the flames. You see him trying to escape.
Focus on the others. Make sure.
Now do me a favor! And die! And give your fucking regards to you look for. All those in Malroom, into this province know all what you killed, you bastard!
Yep. Does he find any thick cloth to help try to put it out?
With a 15, you'll find several thick sleeping bags.
Friends, while this is going on, I'm throwing dirt on him. It's not much, but I'm trying.
I'm afraid the dirt isn't enough. But you see Harry come over with all the heavy cloth that he can. With a 5, you're slowing the flames. But he's not human. Not anymore. What was once flesh is my son, and it spreads along the limbs, along the legs. The flesh blackens, the smell of wood and leaves.
Gonna drag you
and
back
wet.
from him.
all we can do. We have no water. We have nothing. You writhe from the flames. Not like this. Not like this. Props. Lights. They have to be water. As the flames spread, you hear rapid footsteps. They come towards you, carrying what sounds like sloshing. Yes, that's it. And heavy sloshes as water is thrown on you. It soaks into you. It makes the burning feeling cease as your limbs and your body smokes. So Mikado, with a 12, 10, and 11, your allies will watch as your body begins to slowly heal the darkened flesh. The pain will be immeasurable. But thanks to the quick actions of Harry and Basil, the water combined with whatever you are has saved your life. You turn your head to the side. You see he does not rise. He does not get up. You see a slag from what you can see from your one eye. And you realize before he died, he stole one from you. And you cackle because you remember you did the same thing in Barley Roll and the same thing in Melrun. And the bastard got you back just before you won. Fuck him.
It's more tender.
So much.
Not a single ounce left. Stop the flames, keep it going.
I'm just so happy you're alive. I'm just so happy.
Just let's see.
Right. So happy.
It's Gradian fire. You're not supposed to be able to survive that. Especially not on skin. It's good he is what he is. Where's Kyler? Oh, he's fucked up. You're not doing so hot.
Fuck, do we have any potions? I know you guys bought some. Where are they? Sit down.
Oh man, carrying him. He's the one who can carry more than one.
Time is it's almost 1. Shit.
I can't see. I can't see. Gonna be alright. I can't see. Damn.
I need 2 injury rolls. Haven't been rolled yet.
Are they both against Arkoth?
Yes. I have chain.
You are trained, right?
I am trained.
Despite the horrific
16
wounds
plus
Soma
bonuses.
has, you see him dragging
7
himself over here.
plus 3 minus 4. 6. 1 major. 6.
1 major. Alright, then he's gonna take his tier 2 healing potion and drink it. Rolling.
Those of you that are here
1 plus 2.
outside of the valley, you hear the clash of Orcish warhorns and steel. You don't know what's happening at the mouth of the valley. Thankfully, it is not close to you, but the sounds of heavy combat can be heard.
I'm fine.
Yeah, it sure will.
I'm glad you're alright, Matthias.
These will be my hands. What does he see on Kyler?
The surgeon will see to you.
Is a critical lance.
Sure does.
I need you. My legs are
sure
not
nothing comes
feeling
back.
at the moment.
Look at him.
But I have my hands.
On this.
Keep his head up. I'm scared, boys. I will keep courage.
No, shut up.
Your body hurts, Dowie.
Oh, it's the Dowie.
Broken bones, ripped flesh. A worthy adversary. You charged into battle again and again with no reserve or resolve for yourself, because you are unafraid. That is the duty of a slayer, to kill something of such animosity and strength as to be renowned for it, even if it should kill you, in the hopes that it will kill you. The greatest thing that could happen to a slayer would be to kill a great foe and die soon after. Perhaps that will be your fate today, as you have accrued 3 criticals, your body worn down. We will see today if you fulfill your Slayer oath, or if your journey must continue. Now the dice shall decide your fate. You've fought many beasts, tall and small. Things that crawl in the dirt and things that walk across mountains.
I'm cheating, I'm cheating, I'm cheating, I'm cheating, I'm cheating.
Giant beasts and minuscule terrors and swarms. You have traveled deep roads. You have traveled mountaintops. You have fought your way through forests and swamps, and nothing has managed to kill you. You don't know if this is some sort of punishment, or perhaps, maybe, just maybe, you're too good at what you do. You don't know what it is, but you have not yet been able to find rest. Ironic, you think to yourself, as the blood pours from your nose and your ears, concussed from the blows from the maniac orc. Ironic that for as traveled as you are, resilient as you are, you haven't attracted something powerful enough to try and slay you. You think to the beast that you just fought, this Arkoth. It's an evil creature. You watch it cut down several knights, rip through several refugees.
Oh, 1 second, chat.
Severely injure your allies. It was a rage there that you had not felt for a long time. You're not sure where it came from,
where it was this elucidation to that feeling arrived from. But if there's one thing that you know, it's that you wanted to see that beast dead, either by your hand or anyone else's. And so you threw yourself against him again and again and again, batted away, broken, stabbed, cut, gored, limbs breaking, flesh sliced. You did not stop, Morian. And while your strength is unlimited and unmeasurable, your constitution is not. And now you lay bloodied and broken upon the ground. You have no secret to bring you back to life. You have no touch from the gods to grace you. You have no sickness that may raise you from the dead. You are but a mortal Dowie who has one chance, one shot to fulfill what he is here to do before life falls through your fingers like so many grains of sand. But it's your lack of hesitation, of fear of such things that drove you onward to continue to attack the great orc. Led you to your condition here, but you feel no remorse as you grin to yourself, spurting up blood through your teeth. A good death. You think to yourself, surely it was no Drake, no great creature of mythos. But it was an evil mastermind that ripped through 2 countries and killed hundreds. And this alone is a great feat. You focus your ears, waiting to hear Gurdar beckon. Waiting for the reestablishment of all that was lost. Waiting to know that your disgrace is annulled. Waiting for that little chime, that voice to tell you, rest. But it never comes, Dowie. That voice never reaches out to you. Gurdar never puts you to rest. Nothing says a word in the silence of your mind as you continue to taste copper and blood in your mouth. You crack your eyes open, the sunlight blinding you from having lied here for a few moments. You realize you feel every inch of your body, every agonizing wound. And much to your dismay and irony, as you quietly laugh to yourself, touching a hand to one of your wounds, you see that miraculously they have clotted. And with an 11, you pass your death roll, still alive to fight in this world, and find a good death. Unpause.
damn you.
What are his
Clamping
injuries?
the crit. 1 crit, clamping it.
Understood. MC.
Hang on. Hang on. It's gonna be alright, brother.
Come on.
Are you holding up? Let's do this. Almost do this. Yeah. That's a good enough foe, Morian. Sorry.
Got it. See to what am I seeing?
Practically eviscerated by a halberd. Just like cut open.
Crit.
Crit.
Clamp.
Oh, onion. What are you doing? I see you over here. You gonna get going? Why you get going?
Hang in there, brother.
Okay, yeah. We'll do Emmerich on Thursday. It's okay. It's okay. I love you, Schmine. Yes, yeah, it's okay. Just want to make sure you didn't need me. I mean, they'll be back soon, but I don't want you. If you don't feel good, go to bed, baby. Relax. Okay, onion.
My Brunswick's so sweet. My Brunswick's so sweet. Y'all couldn't hear me talking to him, but my Brunswick's so sweet. Alright, I'm gonna send you guys on a raid to him. I'm just not feeling my best. I'm running on like barely any sleep right now. We did? Oh no. Not from my end. I was muted. I haven't slept much, for obvious reasons, because, you know, stress is a lot. But I got Gizmo's surgery scheduled because I saw someone ask. Her surgery is scheduled. She goes Thursday morning. They were able to take her pretty soon. So she goes Thursday morning at 7 a.m. 6:30. And they're going to start by 7. And then they said about 3 to 5 hours. So surgery scheduled. She's sitting right next to me. She's right here. Whenever I'm sitting in RP, she's right next to me. Gizmo, say hi. She's like half asleep. She's like, meow. Meow. Come here. Come say hi. Come here. Come say hi. Yeah, say hi. Come say hi. You purr. She won't talk. I just woke her up, so she's not gonna yap. Let me send you all on a raid. But she's here. She's here with me. She's always here with me when I'm doing RP. She's never far away. Let me send you guys over to Brunswick. And her and I are gonna go bed. You woke her up at 1 a.m. Look, that little diva, if we're going to talk about waking people up, she woke me up this morning. I'm running on about 3 to 4 hours of sleep. Because she woke me up at 4 a.m. yesterday. Because she wanted me to pick her up and put her in the bed. She can jump on the bed herself, chat. But she wanted me to pick her up and put her in the bed. So I, at 4 in the morning, got up out of the bed. And I picked her up and I put her into bed with me. Because she made me. So. She's spoil rotten. Yeah, that was pretty much what it was. It was the almost 4 a.m. uppies. Alright, chat. I'm going to send y'all over to Brunswick. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're finishing Split Fiction. We're going to finish Split Fiction tomorrow. And maybe we'll do some walking simulator. I wanted to do it today, but I just did not have the energy. So maybe some walking simulator too. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.